podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble. I'm hungry, I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Saudi Binati Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at him, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. A hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Gross the Boss, and we are back to give you all this weekend's action, serve up some crow, and even eat some for those of us that picked Tony Harrison. Time to eat that crow. Listen, we're going to talk Harrison Charlo. We're going to talk Dubois, Efe Ajagba, a little bit of Joyce. We're going to sprinkle in a couple of news and notes and headlines. We'll talk Maurice Hooker and just about everything you want to talk about when it comes to this weekend's action. So, you know the number to call in, 1425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Let me head on out to Indiana.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Windows count, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
BoxingWords.com. Yo, what up? Shout out to everybody out there in TBB Universe. Back with another one, man. Oh, man. Tony Harrison, 12-round fight, man. Not 11, not 10. Gotta make it through the championship rounds. And Jermell Charlo shows you the will of a champion can beat the skill of a boxer. And that's what we seen last night. Chavez Jr. and Daniel Jacobs. Pandemonium, mayhem in Arizona. And Daniel Dubois with a big-time knockout of some guy that should never even been in the ring with him. But we'll break all those fights down and more. What's going on, Ness?
What it do, man? How was the weekend?
Busy, man. Busy weekend, man. Football, boxing, basketball. You're a sports fan, man. It's the perfect time of the year.
I hear you. You know, I was giving that some thought. I'm like, wow, we just got a lot of fights. Do we have anything, or do we have to wait till like January 11th if there's something now? Oh yeah, we still have December 28th for Gervonta Tank Davis. So
and we got tomorrow morning. We got
with Toyota Corolla
and Paul Butler.
Yeah, Canadian. You see if Canada put themselves on the map with this one.
Before we get started, go ahead and give me my crow. You know, I did pick
Mr. Harrison.
Yep, I did pick Harrison.
As did I. I mean, look, he did very well, but it's the story of his life, bro. He's always doing well, and then, you know, he gasses out or he gets clipped. But it's more, to me, it feels like he gasses, like he slows down. He can't keep that pace. But, man, what a great fight. Bruh, I had Tony up, and even before he was up, like, first 2 rounds, he won the first round. what's his face? Charlo come back, drop him in the second. And that's because Harrison was getting greedy. If you see the knockdown, he landed a 2-piece on Charlo, 2 on the inside. That right hand was so tight. It wasn't even halfway extended, and Charlo was able to clip him with the left hook on the way out. Then the third round, Harrison got it right back, and he just kept, like, after the knockdown, it's like he said, oh, all right, let me switch it into third gear real quick, and I'm going to walk this boy down. And all of a sudden, it was like, I didn't know if I was looking at a motherfucking deer or a lion, because it was like Harrison was the one hunting. He was the one after the quote-unquote lion. But, he just started slowly to wither away, like the energy level, the activity, just slowly. And then Charlo just kept the persistence, the determination. I mean, I was watching this and I would see Charlo miss so wide, and I'm like, bruh, he wants it too bad. But, bruh, no matter what I said, he still caught up to his man. I mean, he hit him with like an 11, it was like literally like 4 to 5 left hooks. Left uppercuts at the end. It was crazy. Then he finished it with a 1-2 to get him to go down and shit. It was a real good fight. I get it. He got business to handle. And if he does, let him go handle it. But if for whatever reason he can't fight Julian again, this is a good fight. And people remember Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward till this day because of their fights together, not because of their fights versus anybody else. It's their fights together because they always produced high-level excitement. And last night had that. Harrison's vulnerability in the chin is always going to make for an exciting fight because you just never know. He's winning every fight. He was winning the Nelson fight, winning the Hurd fight, winning this fight. I don't know if it's chin, if it's stamina, what is it? I don't know, but it just keeps repeating itself.
Man, what I seen last night, man, I seen Harrison say, fuck the boxing, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming forward. And he was landing a lot of nice combinations on the inside. A lot of things Charlo was throwing was landing on Harrison's glove. So I wasn't necessarily like saying those were like scoring shots. But Charlo did clip him in the second round because Harrison got greedy, as you said. And then after that, I just seen Harrison, man, walking him forward, man, walking him down, landing beautiful left hooks to the body. The uppercut on the inside was nice. That left hook that he come every now and again was nice. He was just landing so many variations of shots on Charlo. Charlo didn't know where it was coming from. And like you said, he wasn't in line. The line started to retreat a little bit, started to back up a little bit. And that's what I started to see, like Harrison applying that forward pressure. He'll let Charlo at the beginning of every round throw 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 punches. That Charlo blow is wild, but his defense was so good in those kind of exchanges where all the punches was landing on the gloves or on the arm. So I wasn't really like scoring it, those punches for Charlo. But then, like, got to give credit to Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the will of a champion. He just stayed consistent, stayed persistent, kept on throwing that left hook. And Harrison tried to exchange with a hooker. And you do not do that. And that's what happened, man. He got his ass dropped. And then before he even got dropped for the second time, he got too goddamn cocky. All this dancing and jiving and turning the crowd and shit. You in a boxing match, bro. You in there with a dude that's trying to take your fucking head out with every shot. Maybe you got comfortable enough and say, this shit ain't going to land on me, but it did. And that's what I think caused him to fight in the long run, just being too lackadaisical in there with Charlo and not respecting Charlo enough. And, yeah, man, we seen what happened after that. Shout out to Jack Reese. I feel like it could have been stopped after the second knockdown, but while he was on the ropes, I didn't necessarily think that Charlo landed something that was overly harmful. But when you're not throwing punches back at all, the referee has every right to stop it. So I don't disagree with the stoppage.
I just want to know, what is it about Harrison? Like I said, is it the chin or is it the stamina? Why are we here so much with him?
I would base it off stamina, you know what I'm saying? Because even though he got knocked down for the second time, he seemed to recover well when he was on the ropes, because he just wanted to parry a lot of shots and last 25 seconds or something like that. So I would say it's stamina. And Charlo came out with a pace from round 1 to the time he got the knockout was just forward, and being aggressive until Harrison started like pushing back. But even still, Charlo was being aggressive with those big shots. He just wasn't landing a whole lot. So all that shit takes a toll on you. And like I said, man, it just got a little bit too cocky for me.
Yeah, man, it's just, it sucks, man. To see a guy, let it slip is the easiest thing you can say, He let it slip. Listen, that 1-2-3, the 1-2 was a throwaway, but that 3 was crazy. He was landing that left hook to that body so much. But you got to credit Charlo. Charlo got a nice chin because he landed a lot of right hands, Harrison did. Charlo got a decent chin, and he's conditioned.
He
didn't get tired.
Shape.
No.
He's in phenomenal shape.
He didn't get tired, and he took all those body shots. Or Harrison has no power. I don't even know what to think anymore. Come from behind win, He definitely came from behind. He was up on the cards, though, and I did a morning after, show where we just gave our afterthoughts, and a lot of people were upset with the scorecards. They didn't feel like at the time of the stoppage, Charlo should have been ahead on the scorecards.
No way.
And you know what? Like Charlo,
don't matter though.
Yeah, exactly. He took all that out by getting the knockout. But yeah, that was like a running topic this morning. People were just talking about those scorecards, and it's boxing is all I can say. I don't even know how we stop it at this point.
Yeah, man. Like I was gonna like harp on that, but since seeing that Charlo got the knockout, the scorecards don't really matter. Mm-hmm. But just know what I'm saying, being in line with everybody else. Yeah, man. I seen that when they said dude said 97, 90. I was man, what is y'all watching, my dog? I mean, I'm over here like if the dude not being the aggressive, not coming forward, check, that's Harrison. Who's landed the more cleaner, effective punches? Check, that's Harrison. Even though Charlo got the knockdown, bruh, before round 11 came, I'm had it like 8 rounds or 7 rounds or something like that for Harrison. And I don't know if I was being influenced because of my pick on Thursday, but bruh, he was landing uppercuts. That left to the body, like you said, that second was a throwaway just to make you go over here. Bang! Body over and over and over again. So, bro, I don't know what the judges saw, and that just made me think about what Breadman said when he was on the show. West Coast judges tend to favor aggression, but if that's the case, then how can you not favor Harrison? I don't know this, man. Maybe I'm wrong.
A side, B side, man. A side, B side thing, man. That's all I could think of, to be honest with you, bro. Because I saw a different fight. It was still a fantastic fight, worthy of a trilogy. Definitely not upset at Charlo if he doesn't want to do it again. It's like he said, he got bigger fish to fry. There's other things out there. But if you can't don't fight no one less than this. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't get Julian Williams, this is a good run back. This is high level. And it's going to get that same level of attention. But speaking of attention, man, Efe Ajagba, I don't know that he got the attention that he wanted. For true Ajagba fans, I guess you can look at last night and say he passed the test. He suffered adversity. He was able to take the right hand, get back up, and perform. And close out the show. What was his name? Kiladze? I mean, that dude never looked as tough as he did yesterday, which is sad because I wanted, Ajagba to look fantastic. And, boy, that was a fight. That was a fight, man. That was a fight. the funny thing is, right before he dropped the Ajagba, that fight could have been stopped. He did not respond to the referee. He did not walk forward like the referee asked him. But I like that people have quickly turned this Ajagba knockdown into Daniel Dubois beating him. I love that. Because I think the opposite of that. I think thus far, Ajagba might have been in with the better opposition, or it can be debated that it's the same level of opposition. But Kiladze is no Fujimoto. You know, Fujimoto is sushi, Kiladze is beef.
Efe, man, look, man, he came back from last night, you know what I'm saying? Came back from a little adversity, you know what I'm saying? Like what I seen, though, from Efe. Nice jab, but as always, the right hand was landing on Kiladze a lot, you know what I'm saying? Had Kiladze bruised up. You know what I'm saying? Fight should have been stopped. Man, these referees in California, but they just say anything go on. But anyway, we'll talk about that in the next fight. But yeah, man, so Efe got knocked down. I mean, it's a heavyweight fight. Sometimes motherfuckers get caught, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and hold his feet to the fire. But if you had told me that I gotta choose who's gonna win, Efe or Daniel, I probably would lean more towards Daniel right now.
Not me, man. Not me. The right hands that Efe landed, Kiladze was just on one last night, man. I was telling my girl, like, damn, dude, body, he looked at eye too. Like at first, like if you looked at him quickly, you ain't know he was in shape. But you start looking, he even shaved his chest hair. He was in shape, bruh. He came to fight. Like, it sucks that it's who it is because we seen this dude get stopped and look worse versus other people. And on top of that, I think that the whole Wilder and Ajagba comparison needs to stop. I think the whole, Finkel keeping Ajagba away from Wilder needs to stop. They don't even have the same power. Wilder hits you with that many right hands. There's absolutely no way you getting up. Like, he was hitting him with right hands, and my man went down. Look, he even did the Liakovic where his hand was in the air, and I thought he was about to start twitching, but he got up. He kept getting up. Wilder got that go-to-sleep power. Like, look, man, you take this nap, or you fake like you sleep because you know it hurt that bad. But, yeah, man. Look, I see people saying that Dubois is developing better. I mean, if you give me Richard Lardy and the dude that Richard Lardy beat in Ghana and Fujimoto, let's be real. What the fuck does Ajagba do to those dudes? Do they even land a shot on Ajagba? Like, what I'll give Daniel Dubois is that he is being promoted better. He is headlining. The shows are about him. With Ajagba, he is a, opener. This was the first time, and I don't want to say the first time. I think he was a co-main before, but this performance was also him coming off of a injury. Remember, he pulled out his last fight due to injury. So hopefully, he gets another fight quickly. They get him back in there, and he can leave a different impression on our minds. But he definitely shows some flaws. Ronnie Shields was furious in that corner. Furious. You could see him fuming. Even after the fight, he was still yelling at Ajagba, like, bro, you got to keep your hands up. You got to keep your hands. I'm like, whoa, he trying to get fired. You don't do that shit on TV. But I guess he in the moment,
I should keep it real with him.
Yeah, I know. But
lose or what?
But Mike, the fight's over. It's on TV, and look, you know better than I do. These fighters is sensitive.
But now, when it's a coach like that, you know what I'm saying, that got a little bond with him or something like that, I don't know. I think,
bruh, Daniel Jacobs had a bond, and we'll talk about him in a couple. He had a bond with Andre Rozier. All that shit changed.
Man, the paycheck changed. That would happen. But
no, but it wouldn't though. The check wouldn't change your bond if you truly had a bond.
And that's what I'm saying. maybe some guys don't truly have that, but some guys maybe do.
Hey, man, and that's what I'm saying. They sensitive, man. I'm just saying I won't recommend no yelling on TV. You know.
But Efe, what you want to see him do from here? What's the?
I mean, look,
next step?
they're doing well with him. I feel like now they're gonna pump the brakes. You know, remember they said to us 2 years, and then I said to you like I don't know 2 months ago, like, oh wow, Mike, they said 2 years, but they actually moving him fast. Now that he got dropped, I don't know if they're gonna pump the brakes again. You know, they just put him in there with an undefeated Olympian. You know, and he proved to be way durable. More durable rather than a bunch of Dubois opponents. I just want to see him keep fighting. I want them to keep him as active as they're keeping Dubois so that, you know, we can continue that rivalry and we can eventually see them with each other. You know, they're keeping Dubois active. He's had 5 fights this year in 2019. So, you know, and again, his were more high profile, even though the opponents weren't anything to write home of. He was headlining. You know. It's been about him. The press conferences have been about him. They're investing in him, and they need to do the same in Ajagba. And unfortunately, that's not what they're doing. If you don't have anything else on that, I'm ready to get on to my man Téllez beating the brakes off my man Carlos Antonio Balderas.
Fired. He should be fired. After the first knockdown, he told him to get back up, and my man was looking like, nah, like.
Yeah, he didn't come forward either. Like It was crazy yesterday. It was crazy, but I don't know, man. I was talking to Doomsday about this, and I'm just like, yo, this guy, he's been on since 2016. Like, why are we just seeing him?
You found out why last night.
Exactly. He's when they taking you slow and you getting opener fights, you barely on TV, you got to go to YouTube to see it. Something's up. You're not ready. And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Balderas, hopefully he could bounce back. 2016 US Olympian, still with Richard Schaefer. Hopefully, you know, he can bounce back. But Grillon was not playing.
No,
He looked I thought it was the same dude from DAZN the night before, just with different pants on. Bruh, they punched the same, everything. I'm like, what the fuck? Only thing, he wasn't switching like the other one. But them little, it was like he had pails of buckets of water in his hand, and he was throwing like the way you ain't see. He wasn't even bending at the elbow, Mike. Them shits was straight as hell, mollywopping the shit out. The left hook. I was watching that fight with Doomy last night, and I'm like, bruh, this dude landed mad left hooks. Like, casually, I said that in the beginning. By the third round, I'm like, bruh, this dude landed, oh shit, the left hook. Oh, it was just like left hook after, and it wasn't a Charlo, because Charlo had this. I was telling Doomy that shit too. Charlo had this beautiful left hook. Like, his whole body was turning with that shit. You know, he was fucking turning the cigarette out on his toe and turn. You know, you could tell everything.
He ate it though. Like he took one to give that win that he landed on.
No, they definitely both. They definitely both landed hooks in that 11th. But yeah, I mean, this other kid, his hook wasn't nothing like Charles. It was nothing like what they teach you. It was just like he's running through the river, scooping buckets of water and hitting you in the face with them shits. It was a good fight, man. It was pretty funny. Again, hopefully Balderas could, you know, I'm saying Balderas. There's no N in that. It's Balderas.
I thought his name was
no, it's
Balderas.
Balderas. Yeah. There's no N in it. It's Balderas. But yeah, hopefully he could bounce back, man. Hopefully he could bounce back.
He should be able to bounce back, you know what I'm saying? But this guy, Giron, like you said, man, he only had lost like one fight, you know what I'm saying, coming into that, and I believe it was to a credible name, you know what I'm saying? So this guy came in, man, showed like shit. I ain't no cheer for you, homie, Balderas, and yeah, man, fucked him up pretty much. And the referee, I think he tried to make up for his mistake in the third round with his stoppage, because I thought it was a little bit too soon, you know what I'm saying? But that third round stoppage should have definitely been stopped, because Balderas was not on steady legs, did not do any commands right or anything like that. I was like, damn, they
Yo,
gonna cheat my man.
speaking about steady legs, Harrison can't complain either because when he got hooked, when he hooked with Charlo, like he went back like, I'm like, yo, is he doing the Bobby Schmurda or what? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fall like that. Like the ref, Jhack gave him some time because he could just jump right there like, oh, that's it. You couldn't keep yourself up. You fell back. The ropes was there. Like, it's mad shit, man. We got to keep that in mind. It's up to the referee's discretion. I know we don't really like Jhack right now, but...
And Jhack the same shit, though. Go left, go right.
Yeah, but that was some bullshit.
I know, but he consistent.
Bro, he ain't consistent. He ain't consistent. Let me tell you something. If you go back and watch that shit, he made Harrison walk to the other corner. Didn't he? Or was it somebody else on the card? I promise you, someone on that card, I'm not exaggerating, they made him walk to the other corner. And I knew to remember this because the other dude was across the corner. So, the corner that the referee made him walk to was the left. So now they both across from each other on the same side of the left side of the ring. And then he made him walk back, and then he made him fight. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, I think it was the Harrison fight, but look, I'm old and I be going to sleep.
I think you is right.
That shit, I felt like, yo, they giving him more time to get back because why you got to walk all the way to the corner? That shit, he was like, go to the corner. I'm thinking that he was going to make Charlo go to the opposite corner now. Then he's like, nah, come back. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. But it was still entertainment, man. It was still like all action.
It was a damn good fight, man. I like the three fights on the main card were excellent. You know what I'm saying? The Giron, Balderas, Efe, and the main event. That was a damn good fight night that Fox had.
Bro, that Efe knocked. I was like, oh, my legs came off the bed. I was not expecting that shit. Bruh, I jumped back. So I almost elbowed my girl because I'm just like, you know how you just chilling, sitting up in the bed, you just looking at. I was like, oh shit. Hands went back, almost knocked the head off, bro. I cannot believe, my man. Then he had his left leg all in the air. He tried, when you fall on some skates, he tried to stop it with his wrist. But damn, my man leg flipped up. I said, oh, damn. I'm really tight. I am, because I like Efe a whole bunch. But that dude, Michael Hunter beat the shit out that dude on PBC. Beat the brakes off him.
And who else beat him too? Somebody else beat him. I just looked that shit up.
I don't know, man. But, I mean, look, yesterday he looked good, bro. He looked good. He looked in shape.
Adam Kornacki beat him too. Beat the brakes out.
Hell yeah. I mean, look, I don't know who gonna get him now. My man on 4, he got 3 straight losses, a draw, and a motherfucker. Oh my God, he got a draw to Robert Alonzo, man. Alfonso, Wilder sparring partner.
That's the dude. Alfonso got a draw with. Remember?
Oh man, bro, that's bad.
Shit.
Yo, Alonzo came in light too. He was 2. Wait, was it Kiladze that came in at 219 then?
I don't know who came in at 219. I know.
I told you he was in shape. Look, he came in 219 for the Alfonso fight, 218 for the Joe Joyce fight, 218 for the Hunter fight, came in 230.5 for the Ajagba fight. That's why he put him on the ground. And I told you, people like, oh, pause. Man, shut the fuck up. I'm looking at the whole sport from all angles. I knew it was something when I'm telling you, you ain't shaving your chest, Mike, unless you feeling yourself. You out there hitting that iron, doing them push-ups. You want it all to show. You want all that definite. I'm like, hold up. Yo, this nigga shaved his chest. Then I'm like, babe, he almost got like a 6-pack going on. He almost had like the 4. I'm like, damn, this dude worked out. And now look at the numbers. They don't lie. He never been this heavy. Now, I know that sounds crazy because heavier, you're supposed to be fatter, but you seen him. No fat. And he was right. That was crazy, man.
He came to win shit. He definitely tried to win.
And I think that's what it was, Mike. You got to think about it. He had 3 straight losses in a draw. He probably knew if I don't get this win, I'm done. Hopefully he get a return fight because they seen he at least still got something left for someone else. Like maybe
it's definitely gonna be a come up fight for like a Daniel Dubois or shit. Yeah, if you Frank Warren, you go get him right now.
I mean,
day next fight.
Yeah, I mean, look, he definitely needs something. I don't know, what country is he from?
I have no idea. I don't know his name. What's his name again?
Iago Kiladze. So Ajagba. I mean, yo, give me Dubois' top 3 opponents. I think Dubois might have the nudge on him.
Kevin Johnson, Gorman. Off the top of my head, just those 2 that I know off the top of my head. That's credible.
So only 2.
And Gorman ain't really, you know what I'm saying. He domestic level, you know what I'm saying. He ain't really credible, but he got a win over Kevin Johnson too. So that's why I said it. But for Efe, Amir Mansour, Kiladze, yeah, that's about it. And the guy he fought last fight, which we didn't think was gonna be a good fight, but he was a Olympian.
The Olympian, Ali. I mean, I told you they right there, man. They right there with each other because, I mean, Ajagba does have, but this is domestic level for us too. So this, Rodney Harrison,
a knockout victory over Rajvan Kajanu.
Yeah, that's a good win. That's a good win.
We've seen him in there with a lot of different guys too.
That's a good win. And that's better than this dude's Santino Turnbow win. Turnbow is a common opponent with Cassius Chaney.
Yeah, Westcaller been in there with Ortiz. Parker,
but listen,
Gorman.
You didn't give him credit for the Rodney Hernandez win. Remember, DeWelko got a draw, had to fight him twice.
Yeah,
he beat Rodney in his 3rd fight.
Right, he got a win over Dorian Darch, which is coming opponent with AJ. Got a win over Tom Little, who we know that just got his ass beat by some heavyweight in the UK. I mean, in Saudi Arabia. Kevin Johnson, Kajanu, Gorman. Yeah, man. And hopefully we'll get to that later though.
They right there with each other. I'ma see Dubois is on BoxRec number 26 and Efe is number 29. No, Efe actually moved up. Efe's 23. So Efe's ranked above him, which is odd because
Dubois
I would
26 now.
Who?
Dubois 26 now.
Yeah, and Efe's 23. And I say that's odd because you would figure Dubois' fights were more stars on BoxRec due to him main eventing and shit. But I guess not.
I think the win over Amir Mansour probably carries some weight.
Dubois only had 3 2-star fights. Let me see what's Efe's looking like. Damn, that Fujimoto, how they gonna get Fujimoto a 2-star for that shit? He ain't even worth a 2. That shit was like a 1.5-star fight. Wowing.
Yeah, Fujimoto wasn't even trying to engage. Motherfucker was not trying to throw no punches.
He had good movement as long as it lasted.
He was running, man.
But he was dipping a lot of them shots. Okay, look at that. So BoxRec respects Ajagba more. He's got 5 2-star fights. The Kiladze is 2-star. The Olympian was 2-star. Michael Watchley, I don't know why he was 2. I never even heard of that dude, but he was 2-star. And Amir Mansour was 2-star. And Curtis Harper, the DQ, was 2-star.
Wow. Let me finish this PBC card right quick. Here we go. Centeno gets draw with Juan Macias. Man,
that was
Montiel.
sad. That was sad, bro. You thought he deserved the draw?
Fight, no. I thought he won that fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Why they gotta keep fucking up the scores like this, bro? Even though I ain't gonna front. You know, I'm not mad at it. He was Mike, he was on his bike. Like, he barely was stopping too. Like, you seen a dude just like backing up and just he'll throw a shot and then just keep moving. Like, he wasn't. I mean, you know, again, bruh, like you said, we was in California. Montiel is Fernando Montiel's nephew. He fighting like a true Mexican. You got another Mexican running. I mean, what you expect? But
that's true.
But yo, you know what? It's funny, man. You learn something every day on this show with the people we interview because
I'm trying to tell you, I'm listening to from now on. I'm taking it into consideration the fucking where we fighting at. Know what I'm saying? Because of the judges and what they like. I should have fucking thought about that.
Not only that, but sometimes you got to give those judges and refs maybe a little bit more credit. They get a lot more action than us. So they say practice makes perfect, right? I mean, it may not make sense in this sport since we see a lot of those. We've seen some shit weird shit yesterday, but allegedly practice makes perfect. They are definitely in action more. I remember that being a topic in the WBC convention, how they were gonna cipher in some of the South African judges here in LA. Well, not here in LA, but there in LA, to kind of get them experience, because they won't, they can never do title shots because they don't have the experience, so they need to come out here.
Oscar Escandon.
Oh my goodness. That was your man too, Jhack Tepora. I was laughing at him, talking about he remind me of Sushi. Bruh. And the worst part is, this is Oscar Escandon, the same one that motherfucking Gary Russell beat, the same one that I think Quellar beat. Like, we thought he was done. And I just want to give him a huge congratulations and shout out, because he got it done, Mike, and he did it with Robert Guerrero's father still. He didn't leave him. Like, he made him a champ. He lost the belt to Russell, and he stuck with him. And that was dope, man. I didn't think he was going to be there, and he was there. He got the win with him, and they, he was in the ring. That was official. But wow. Oscar put the body shot. Body shot. It was over.
Nigga. Fucking B-hop, saying type shit, boy, put his ass down. Jhack Tepora, man, like, sometimes, man, we get these pumped up prospects that, not really, about that issue.
But he had international experience, but no American experience. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting in all the other countries, but you know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not trying to say we the shit, but we are. Dirrell,
with a real Mexican like that, bro, it's you can't just come over here, not ready to fight, because these Mexican fighters, they come to fight. You know what I'm saying? They gonna bring the action.
I didn't see the Dirrell fight.
It wasn't televised.
Okay. ESPN Plus, I had no issues this time. Like,
what you mean? No, like streaming issues?
Streaming issues, finding it, nothing. It was even like on my TV it said like 2:30.
Yep.
So it was like, all right, cool.
When I clicked on ESPN Plus, it was the main thing playing. So I just went right on into it.
So I seen everything you got on the docket. I seen the Tommy Fury knockout. It was one right hand. I mean, it was versus a dude that didn't belong in there.
Man, I don't know how Frank Warren gets these motherfuckers approved by the British Board of Control, man. Like, what the fuck is going on?
He went in they beak. He went in they beak, man. Because that dude, you could tell he didn't belong in there. But, yo, Tommy needs to think about eating. He got that look. I don't know how tall he is. He seems short. He seems like he might be 6 feet even. And watching him spar with Tyson, he definitely seems short. But he got that look. He came out there with that white and gold robe, stole the whole AJ flow, but it looks good on him.
You're a celebrity over there.
Yeah, I know. I seen him. He did some like some
reality show.
Yeah,
like,
some love and hip hop type of UK shit.
UK hip hop.
And they had his little celebrity girlfriend in the stands too. I seen that. She was pretty nice.
Got a lot of airtime.
Yeah, she got a lot of airtime. But Frank knows what he's doing, man. You just got to keep putting this guy out there like that in front of these little soda cans, and let him crush him. Let him keep coming out with the white robe. Let him keep being this like larger than life figure. But they should make him eat.
Man,
they should make him eat.
Boy, though, man, we got to talk about your boy, man.
What, Liam?
Yeah, man. Liam.
No, I seen it, bro. I seen it. I even did an immediate reaction show because it was like, bruh, look, first of all, he's with Engel.
All right, here we go.
Shout out to Engel. He got him prepared. Cause, whoa. I mean, Williams was from beginning to end buzzsaw. Fox just couldn't deal with it. He couldn't deal with it. He was hitting him with everything. He was very persistent, very determined. Bruh, he was hitting him with that. He busted Fox up, too. It's not like, it was like literally busted him up. He was bleeding. He just could, and he made it a dirty fight. It was no respect for Fox at all. Like it should be. You know, there's a huge UK-US rivalry. You can't go over there thinking anybody's going to be nice with you. He was throwing this punk-ass jab, giving up his height. Bruh, Williams was jumping all over that jab. As soon as he threw that jab, he countered with the straight right. Bam! Busting him up. Yo, forearms all on the throat, neck, ear, against the rope. He was a dog. Yo, listen, I thought Liam Williams was a bum. I ain't gonna front, man. I thought, I ain't talking about full-blown bum, but look, we seen Smith beat him up twice. Then
now, first fight got stopped to a headbutt. And truth be told, it was a very close fight. The first fight, very, very close.
Then after the two Smith fights, we seen him one more time where we talked about it and everything on this show, and it was a tune-up, and we bet on it. I think I made money, so I wasn't mad, but he ain't get the stop. Like, I don't know. He just look, bro. He arrived with this fight because those other fights are domestic level. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Since he been at 160, he got 5 knockouts in a row. Since that Mullender shit, you know what I'm saying? When we watched, you know what I'm saying? When the bet went from like plus 250 for a knockout to like the 8th round, it was like plus 750. You know what I'm saying? Then he got them the fucking knockout in round number 9. We're like, fuck, we should put somebody down. But yeah, man, that dude is he mean, bro. Like, maybe 160 is a better weight for him than 154. Maybe he feels stronger at the weight because he's on a little run now to where he's doing things to guys that other guys didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Alantez,
bro, he didn't beat. That's what I'm saying. I said that shit too in my immediate. Andre didn't beat Fox this way, and Andre got a better version of Fox. He got not a better version because some, maybe Fox will argue like, yo, I'm more experienced now, but like he got a version pre-surgery.
And Fox fucked up when going over there on Monday or Sunday whenever he left. You can't go over there one week before the fight like that, bro. In my opinion, I'm not a fighter, but I just know, nigga, time travel, you know what I'm saying? Not actual time, but time zones and shit do matter, and you want to get acclimated to that.
Bro, not everybody could do 2 weeks, man. 1 week is kind of normal. 2 weeks is a lot, Mike. You know what I mean? You talking about moving to the UK for 2 weeks. How much of that is the promoter putting up, and how much you got to pay on your own? And look, to win a fight, what's another $500-700 worth of hotel to make sure you win a fight? But that's also $500-700 on hotel. Let's do $50 a day on food. Shit add up. You Alantez Fox, you ain't making no M's. You ain't touching no M's. If Jacob running up on Charlo 2 years ago talking about you ain't touching no M's, Fox ain't touching no M's. You know what I'm saying? He B-side in his title fight. He B-side in this fight. Like, shout out to Fox, man. He on a Harrison train, man. Like, he ain't got the stamina for boxing. Like,
he ain't that skilled like Harrison. Harrison was, you know what I'm saying, doing well. Fox wasn't even doing well, bro.
I hear you. No, like, I ain't trying to compare them on skill. I'm just saying the tank wise, man. Like, he looked like he ain't had no tank. None.
All right. I totally agree. Number 3 on the list, man, DAZN, Daniel Jacobs gets a 5th round TKO or Julio Cesar Chavez. I see people out here just reacting wild to this shit. I'm like, bruh, how many times a person got to show you who they are?
It's a word up.
Accept who they are. You know what I'm saying? The guy showed you. He misses weight a lot. He dodges.
But I'm glad they reacted the way they did, though, Mike.
Me too. Throw that shit in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like, nigga, your money wasted, more power to you. Make him feel that shit.
No, let the promoter see that. Let the TV see that, so that no other network takes a risk on this dude. It's sad that that's where we at in boxing, bro. That this dude could take a tune-up fight in Mexico. He could go on a run from Nevada and still make $3 million after paying $1 million. Yeah, his rumors $3 million.
He made $3 million now?
$3 million outside of the mill. Outside of the mill, he had to give for all the weight he was over.
But that's crazy. And
it was like $200 a pound. It was like $200K a pound.
Chavez said he coming back this spring something.
He ain't coming back.
That's what he said. Eddie said he
not with Eddie. Not with Eddie. Man, Eddie lying. Bro, that's crazy because I seen an interview with Eddie where he said Chavez is probably finished. No one will give him a fight.
Eddie said, nigga, the ratings were very high. Come on, why you? I'm like, dude, why you don't ask him about the fucking ratings? How do you know they're so high? And why don't we know? You know what I'm saying? Or is this just hearsay? I'm just like, he said it shit like 3 or 4 times. I'm just like, bruh, ask him about the rating. But I guess he's a UK guy, so he really didn't care. But trust me, Chavez Jr. will be back. Not only got that name, not only got that whatever, you know what I'm saying?
They're going to give Rosado the fight.
Yep. And that'll be a good fight.
Rosado going to have to leave his trainer again.
What you mean?
They both was trained by Freddie Roach this fight.
Oh, yeah, damn. Freddie was training him.
Poor Rosado. I know.
Poor daddy.
I know.
Daddy over there like this.
Oh, yeah. Poor Caesar. I know Eddie treated Rosado right, because Rosado went into this fight knowing he was a late replacement. So, he had to know what was going to happen. Like, yo, if you get the fight, this is what we giving you. If you don't get the fight, don't worry, I got you with this. You know what I'm saying? But damn, his fight wasn't even televised.
I feel so bad for that.
Bruh, how you not going to televise this fight, bro?
Not bad, but yeah, I'm saying like, damn, the whole arena cleared out. A nigga on Twitter got on his phone and just panned around the arena and panned back to the ring real quick. I'm saying, God damn, bro.
Eddie was having a post-fight press conference talking about Rosado's in the ring right now. I'm like, what? You motherfucker.
Post-fight interview. You see Jacobs and them in the ring? Oh.
Bro, that was the craziest thing. They had
that shit was fire.
They gave him the round cards, Mike, to block soda and beer cans, bro. Jacobs doing the interview flinching like, oh shit. Yo, I'm like, come on, man. I mean, look, again, that's not what Ty wanted, but for the situation.
That's what happened. Shit. That's what you get for fucking trying to evade Nevada State Commission. That's what you get for inquiring in Nevada, then going to fucking Arizona. That's what you get for bringing Chavez Jr. on after he missed weight by 5 pounds. That's what you get, bruh, for fucking stringing Gabriel Rosado along like that. That's what the fuck you get. You know what I'm saying? You get a pandemonium in the fucking arena. That man, I'm not mad.
Bruh, then he came on Instagram and lied in Spanish talking about
elbows and headbutts.
Talking about he got elbowed in the nose.
Man, shout out to Twitter and IG Translate. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that shit, nigga.
Bruh, why he out here lying, man? Then he want to wipe his nose all on camera. Like, look, he broke my nose. I'm like, bruh, stop it, man. Stop it. Yo, shout out to Nevada. They knew.
Fuck that, though.
They knew this motherfucker was no good.
The man came in looking like a cruiserweight, my nigga.
Nah, heavyweight. You being way generous. Bruh, he was huge.
What the fuck?
And look, I learned my lesson a long time ago, right? But I'm feel safe saying he's a bum. I'm serious. You gonna tell me you 200 plus pounds and you still can't even land some punches? Land some? Bruh, one left hook. He's still doing that shit from 6 years ago he used to do where he just move and put his head right in front of your glove. He crazy, bruh. I don't even know why his father still entertain him. Why you still showing up to these fights? He's shaming you. It should be a thing where it's like, yo, I'm not fucking with you no more until you get a few wins. You got to show me you serious. I need to see you make weight 3 times and fight. And ain't no drug testing scandals. You ain't ducking VADA. You ain't pop for fucking marijuana. Bruh, he need an ass whooping. His father should take his belt off and whoop his ass. He's tainting his name out here, bruh. Chavez Jr. is a straight clown in boxing, bruh. He wilding out here.
I agree,
he wilding. He's
shit.
disrespectful, bruh. He's fucking up his dad's legacy. He got his dad out here.
Serious.
What?
He ain't taking it serious.
Bruh, hell no. You know what he posted after that? He posted 2 girls. I know one is his wife and another one he talking about, and they say I'm not winning. If I could choke the picture, bro, I'd have choked the picture. Talking about they say I'm not winning. Bro, all right.
And they consistent, goddammit.
He consistent at, don't nobody get mad at him for making up his own weight. He stay making up his own, talking about I'm not a light heavyweight. Stay coming in that light heavyweight.
Every time. Let me see what else we got on the doc. Oh man, fight of the weekend. Well, nah, never mind. Because at the end of the TKO, I think the Harrison and Charlo fight was probably a little bit better. But Julio Cesar Martinez versus Cristofer Rosales, man.
That was that fight, man.
Rosales, bro, you gotta give him credit for having a fucking cojones, a chin, pride, all that.
No,
shit.
power too, because he hurt Martinez early. Staggered the shit out of him, bro.
That just made him.
He ain't jump on, but that's because he ain't jump on him. He ain't jump on. But yo, I mean, I'm telling you, I would have lost so much money on that fight. I'd have took odds on that fight through like if it was live betting, I'd have been putting it on Rosales because my man's technique is trash. That Martinez dude. He's another like
he blocks well though.
He's another like motherfucking river walker, fucking scooping pails of water and hitting you in the face with him. He ain't bending at the elbows, ain't nothing straight about his shit.
He know when he touch your ass though.
Oh
you
yeah,
gon' feel it.
Oh yeah,
you gon' feel it. That's why
he reminded me of Canelo, and I don't mean that in skill wise. I mean that in the sense that like he was waiting, right? He'll got his hands up. Rosales, though, he'll dip to the side and just wing that body shot. Now, again, the motherfucker wasn't turning it, but he was winging that shit, so it was whooping. It was leaving whelps on Rosales, man. I mean, he's, interesting. Interesting. Bro, you know what I want to say? Thank God I remember. That translator is trash. Trash, bro. He was straight butchering everything Martinez was saying. He was cutting it in half, leaving words out. It was so sad, bruh. So sad, man. Because he was genuinely happy and appreciative. He was giving thanks to mad people. Why they can't translate good?
I just hope Martinez can, like, you know what I'm saying, get the rest of the belts in this weight division, then move up. Because after he moves up, it's going to be a lot of good fights at 115. You got Kalifai, you got Estrada, you got some Riverside, and you still got Chocolatito. Don't say he could be coming back sometime soon too. So a lot of good fights right there for Martinez if he moves up.
Yeah, man. He definitely said he wants to unify. So we'll see how that works out, man. But that was a good, decent scrap. What else?
Is Rashid Warren back down here like Abu Ali? Is that
man, I don't know what's up with Warren.
Okay. But yeah, man, that little motherfucker right there, man, I was impressed with what I saw with him. Maurice, and I knew, you know what I'm saying, just based off the fights that Rosales and Martinez had with Charlie Edwards, you know what I'm saying, Martinez would be the victor. Maurice Hooker scored a first round KO over Uriel Perez. Look, man,
I didn't even get to see that. Where was it at?
It was like right before the Rosales fight. It was only like one round. Maurice Hooker kind of landed on the behind the ear, kind of hit, and dude went down. Then Maurice caught him with a body shot. You know what I'm saying? And kind of hit him when he was down too. So, yeah, man, Maurice got the first round KO. Referee waited off. Here's what it is with that. Liam Smith gets a UD with Roberto Garcia.
I ain't get to see that. You seen that one?
Yeah.
I want to go back and watch it because I can't believe he went the decision with Roberto.
Did you
now,
see
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They both moving up, but Roberto started at 47 or lower.
Roberto got a good set of chins on him because my man Liam Smith was banging that man with all kind of shit. I'm talking about good God Almighty. That motherfucker was getting hit, man. Robert Garcia, yeah, Roberto, he was getting fucked up by Liam Smith. Time at the time, body shots, uppercuts, hooks. Like, it was, Liam was in total control of that fight, you know what I'm saying? If he lost 1 or 2 rounds, that's me being generous, you know what I'm saying? But in that 10th round, he did have Roberto pretty much gone with like 15 seconds left to go on the clock. And the referee, you know what I'm saying, let it go on, and he was able to get out that round. But Liam was fucking that man up, bro. It wasn't even a close fight.
Wow.
Not at all.
So he looked good at 60, huh?
Yeah, he looked against him, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, what else we got? Josh Kelly. I watched that. Man, I'm telling you, I am not impressed with this dude.
I said that shit when I was doing the live stream for the undercards. I was like, bro, this nigga Josh Kelly is not somebody that I am been impressed with. Like, he got, every time he does that hand down shit, it tells me you're fucking tired. You're fucking tired. You can't even keep your hands up. Doing it all this. You're not even fucking doing anything, you know what I'm saying? And you're getting hit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Bruh, the fact that they still talking about Avanesian lets you know everything you need to know. He's supposed to be a welterweight, and he's still talking Avanesian.
Avanesian at 147?
I know. But do we talk about Avanesian when we talk about welterweights?
But my Josh only got like 9 fights though, 10 fights.
Listen.
He'd be like, you don't want that fight though.
No, this is the thing. Josh Kelly is getting this type of criticism because they did speed him up. Remember, he jumped the gun a lot. Yeah, I'm pulling up his resume now. Remember, he fought Carlos Molina like in his 5th fight. This dude is not a regular welterweight. He's just not looking like a dude that needs to be skipping and jumping the division that fast. He needs to develop instead of rushing. He's 10-0. And, I mean, he's already faced Carlos Molina, which I was super impressed about that fight. That was in his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, his 6th fight. Then his 7th fight, he faced Walter Castillo, another good name. Then we talking about his 8th fight, bro. He fucking fought Ray Robinson. You know what I'm saying? So he is being moved fast, or his 9th fight, excuse me. He's being moved fast, but he's not looking the part. So they need to dial it back. Because look, Winston Campos, he should have beat Winston Campos by knockout. Quick, not fucking UD.
David Avanesian would stop Josh Kelly. Telling you right now, when that fight happens, I think it's going to happen sometime next year,
Mike,
early in the spring, Avanesian would stop him.
You know shit fucked up when BoxRec only put pictures of you with black eyes. Like, damn, you couldn't find nothing. How Josh Kelly got a black eye on his BoxRec?
He got his eye busted shit.
In every fight. I know. Yeah. And that's why his BoxRec got a black eye. But, again, he's still, for 10 fights, he's still a very progressed welterweight. You know, I can't think of another welterweight that's at this level with 10 fights. The only thing is that he looks suspect. But he did leap a lot of other welterweights, you know, that probably started fighting in 2017 or so.
Yeah, he probably I would say got a better record than Jaron Ennis thus far, even though he
has to have.
Even though I think Jaron is a better fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think
Jaron ain't got no Carlos Molina or Ray Robinson on his resume.
No, but I still feel like, based off the eye test, and I know people say it's overrated, I think he's a better fighter than Josh Kelly. On to Raymond Ford, get a first round KO over Francisco Muro.
Let me just interrupt there. Ennis is number 36. He moved up 2 slots because he just fought in Robinson 28, Kelly 26 on BoxRec. My man Thulani Minge, though, 27.
Thulani. And number 4. Reaction to the Errol Spence interview. No tune-up. I want the top guy.
Wow.
Danny Garcia.
I ain't gonna front. He sounded a little different to me, right? I don't know if it's because they got
dental work.
His
mouth, his lips and stuff was still swollen too, so that all plays a part.
Oh, it was swollen.
Yeah, his lip was fucking huge.
I ain't noticed.
Oh shit, I did. I was like, damn.
I got the picture. Let me look at it. I ain't noticed that shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, like it looked like shit like busted, and then like the fucking dental work, and I'm sure that he probably had some major like dental surgery or whatever. But I like what I heard from him.
Bro, he looked good though.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Yeah.
I thought they was hiding him. You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I've said that shit for 10 years on this show. I had whole movies play out in my head already. I thought my man was like secretly getting like fucking regraft skin surgery, all that shit, you know, because, bruh, the way the car's flipping, I thought he got ejected and should have some road rash like when you on a motorcycle and fall. He out here looking like it's all goody. Like nothing. And he want to fight in May.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
like what I heard from him too.
5
man.
months.
And big ups to I see a lot of people out here want to give Brian Kenny, you know what I'm saying? But he asked the question that everybody wanted to know the answers to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yo, Errol posted, I feel like Brian Kenny the DA. Why? He was pressing. I was looking at my girl. Exactly. I was looking at my girl like, he really pressing. Oh, shit. And we both was like entertained. But let me tell you something else about Brian Kenny. I like that dude. How the fuck you on both networks? Big ass balls, man. I love that shit. Next time I interview Paulie, all them, everybody, Brian Custer, like, what the fuck type of deal Brian Kenny got? ESPN, DAZN, Fox, man, freelancer. I like that because I'm like, this sound like Brian. I'm talking because I'm watching this shit on my phone, and I'm sharing my phone with Doomy and shit. And we watching this shit. I'm like, bro, that sound like Brian Kenny. You know, he don't know. He like casual 2.0. I'm like, damn, that sound like Brian Kenny. Damn, that sound like Brian. Oh, shit, that's Brian Kenny. And he talk about the zone. That motherfucker talk about the zone on PBC. Talk about, yeah, man, Rosales, man, he was looking good last night. I'm like, oh, my God. No, he not.
I love it, man. Brian Kenny, man. Big ups to him, you know what I'm saying? Great interview. Like what I heard from Errol. One of the top guys. I do not need a fucking tune-up. You know what I'm saying? He got back training last week. It sounds like everything is well and blessed with him. And hopefully, like he said, we get to see him in May. He told Brian that there was no restrictions on anything.
On
medical.
anything. Brian was and that's what I'm saying. How could you be mad at Brian for doing what we wanted him to do? Damn, Mike got a 40 over. That shit was big as hell. He got a tall boy. How could you be mad? Like, you think, Mike, if he wouldn't have asked, you think we wouldn't have been saying, like, you think the doc said he could spar? Hey,
exactly.
You think this, you think that? Like, he asks everything we think. Why y'all mad? I can't understand. Who mad anyway? I ain't getting none of that on my timeline. I only seen Earl.
I see motherfuckers on Twitter saying that maybe the interview was too soon. That Fox set up Earl or something like that. I'm just like, bro, motherfuckers be out here reaching with their titles.
Set them up how?
I didn't even watch the video. I just said, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
How could you? I don't know. I guess
don't think that conspiracy shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I love what I heard from Earl, and I'm glad that man is okay. You know what I'm saying? And let's
real okay. He called out your boy too.
Yeah, he made sure he touched on everybody's name.
He put Crawford in the middle. He said Pacquiao, Crawford, Danny.
Mm-hmm. Now, and leave it to Ivan Redcat, you know what I'm saying? I seen a post that he just posted saying, can't wait to fight this guy in May.
Yo. He posted a picture of Earl?
Him and Earl take a picture with each other. He said, I can't wait to fight this guy in May. Meaning, I'm going to beat Danny.
Hey, listen, he feeling himself. He beat, I never. Listen.
No, he's not definitely out.
You tell me 5 years ago, 3 years ago, a fucking year ago, I'd be like, hell no. Hell no. Who? Red Chat? The dude Tevin moved up and beat the brakes off? Nah.
Who?
Oh,
Tevin
you went.
Who?
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? Tevin Farmer.
Beat the brakes off a nigga at 147?
Bruh, Tevin moved up. No, not 147. Hell no. That's what I'm saying. Red Shack a little dude. He was down there. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how he did that to Devin.
How he make weight down there?
Bruh, let me just double check. But I know I'm 100% right. I'm going to just give you the year because this was when Tevin was fighting on HBO. He moved up for this. Let me see. Bam.
Yeah, if he whooped Tevin, man, Tevin whooped everyone's ass like that. He should be talking all
there you go right there. 2016, 134.5. Tevin, not Devin. Tevin Farmer beat the brakes off him. I told you. I knew it. Let me screen share for all the haters. Because they'll say, leave it to the haters that say I lied. I made it up. He retyped it. That ain't BoxRec. That's Wikipedia. He typed fast. He got Mavis Beacon. I remember Mavis. Nah, I'm too old.
All right, man. Big ups to Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Did this Saturday night
I seen some of that on IG.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, man. Funny, man. Funny.
Yeah. Damn, so my man Ivan Red talking about I can't wait to fight her.
Bro, that nigga right there. I read that shit. I was like, bro, this nigga Ivan really out here doing it. He said he gonna beat Danny.
Yeah.
PPC,
But
man.
Tevin had to pop him in a with a low blow real quick. Get off me, bro. Calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching this shit on John Pascal, motherfucking IG or some shit. Apparently, nigga, him and Badu Jack gonna be a fucking pay-per-view in Canada.
Oh hell yeah, you ain't know that?
That's crazy.
John Pascal is a star. Why you think B-Hop fought him over there?
He that big?
Bruh, who else fought? He fought Adonis over there too, right? Bruh, almost all his fights.
Kovalev too?
Almost all his, maybe Kovalev won, maybe the first one. I don't know. We got to check, but almost all his fights over there, he a draw. He bring that pay-per-view money. Yo, Canada ain't like UK either. They don't got that, Sky Sports packages. Everything is pay-per-view out that bitch. But yeah, John Pascal's always been a draw over there in Montreal, man. Yo, they treat Haitian boxers real good over there. They adapt, man. They love them.
Absolutely.
I'm checking them out right now.
Right quick. ESPN waits for tomorrow.
That Chad Dawson fight was out there too, I bet you.
Cool. We got Ryota Murata, 159.5, and Paul Butler came in at 160. Caleb Plant should be headlining in his hometown of Nashville on February the 15th in a title fight against Vincent Fagenbutts.
Bruh, let me give a shout out to John Pascal, man. I cannot believe how many of his fights are in Canada. That's a star. That's crazy. I never noticed how many fights of his is on Canada because they always put him on American TV. This is crazy, bro. All his shits is in Canada. Like everybody, Chad Dawson, both Hopkins, everybody, Lucian Boutte, Kovalev, both Kovalevs, Elderly, everybody. Abba Ali was in America. Bivol was in America. Marcus Brown. He got like 4 American fights. That's insane, champ. I never noticed that. Wow.
Yeah, Pascal got her getting that motherfucking bread, dude.
I remember that UNESCO Gonzalez fight. That was HBO. That was a dog fight. Oh my God, that shit was crazy. That was a crazy fight.
David Adelaide begins pro career with first round stoppage. He's a Frank Warren fighter that made his debut on the Frank Warren
the
card.
heavyweight.
Big.
I seen him, big motherfucker. Yeah. A day or some shit. A day, right? Yeah.
David Adelaide. Yeah. So the reason he just started because he went to college, you know what I'm saying, and finished his school or whatever.
I'm gonna give him some time though, Mike, because
he won't land him.
That looked like he was in there with a welterweight. He couldn't take my man. It took him a long time.
Yeah, dude was taking.
He was trying hard too. He was trying hard. Not like trying hard like Charlo, like where you seen it, but like you could tell he was trying. But he looks the part though. He looks the part, man.
That motherfucker huge, bro. I was looking like he's 6. God damn.
He looks the part.
What's up with all these motherfucking African British motherfuckers just popping up?
Yeah, man. And he in the right place. They gonna get behind him out there.
And Frank gonna build him up just like he built Daniel Dubois. Exactly. Everybody Daniel fought, he fighting.
And
everybody
that's the thing.
Fought, he fighting.
And that's the thing. We talking about Efe again, right? And Efe, he might be ranked above. You might even think he's above Dubois, in progression. But do he sell the tickets Dubois sell? Do the same amount of people know him as they know as they know Dubois? And that's the difference. This dude Adelaide or whatever, they gonna be putting him, and he gonna get a fan base, and he gonna be selling tickets soon too. He looks the part, and he's with the right promoter. He's with the right promoter, man. Frank doesn't have a deep stable, but somehow he gets his guys mentioned, known, title shots, and now his alliance with I was about to call him HBO, but his alliance with Top Rank helps him a lot, man. So,
I want everybody to do me a motherfucking favor, because I don't know if Google fuck with me or something or what. Everybody who listens to me right now and the YouTube, Nest, you can do it too. Type in on Google Brian Jennings net worth. It's ridiculous. Whoa.
But are you spelling it right? Because it's Bryant.
Nigga, they got the picture of the boxer. You know what I'm saying? Right by it. But yeah, let me go ahead and get to these last couple of notes while you do that.
103 million?
Yeah, that's a lot, ain't it?
Yeah, but that's Wiki, man. You can't believe shit, Wiki.
Bro, it say a celebrity, nigga.
Oh, it do say celebrity trending now. But it says, according to Wiki, Forbes, IMBD, and various online resources, famous boxer Brian Jennings' net worth is 103 million a day. He earned money being a professional boxer. He is from PA. Man, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Unless he went to Saudi and got the funda. What the fuck? He got the bag in Saudi for I don't know what.
He got the bag out there in Saudi. Yeah, man. Some must have happened. Man, get him on the show, man. Evan Holyfield back in action on February 8th in Daytona. Big ups to young Holy, you know what I'm saying? Hope he does well in his return. Kell Brook will fight Mark DeLuca on February 8th in Sheffield. So Kell Brook is back. I don't know what weight this fight will be at, but we'll see Kell Brook back, man. That's it for the news and notes, man. Got anything you want to add in that thing before we get out to these lower callers?
Salary under review, it says. Come on, man. I don't even know how this could be true.
I don't know either, bro.
Who sent you this?
Am.
Hey yo, he hung out with AJ for 8 weeks, motherfucker.
Man.
He got some M's.
It's like it's the first thing you see on Google though. Like it's like right there, like not Wiki and none. It's celebrity net worth like that. Hey man,
what made you do this?
Huh? No, Am sent me that shit. He would listen to the show. I don't know how the fuck I don't know how he even brought Brian Jennings up. But he said, man, look at this right here. I said, what the fuck? That is crazy. Well, big up to Brian Jennings, man. Shit.
Where are we? We are
on the news. Well, I'm done with the notes. You get to these callers. If you listen right now on YouTube, smash that thumbs up button, man. We appreciate it. Thank you for listening. And yeah, man. Helps with the visibility of the show, too.
Yo, so what you think of that PBC graphic yesterday, that welterweight landscape?
PBC welterweight landscape, loved it. They cleared it up. It said PBC welterweight landscape, so there's no confusion. It ain't say PBC.
And Brian Kenny, why Brian Kenny, knowing he a freelancer, why he say it like that? You heard how he said it, right?
Yeah. It was like I guess I gotta mention Terrence Crawford or something like that, right?
I ain't hear him say I guess I gotta mention, but I heard him say the other welterweight, Terrence Crawford.
Oh, okay, yeah, something like that, yeah.
They terrible, man. They gotta stop that BS, bro.
Hey man, it's getting better, man. It's getting better. Hey, we got a PBC fight on DAZN now.
What's that?
Jesse Vargas and Mikey Garcia.
That's not really a PBC fight, man. Mikey's his own man. He doing his own thing. You know, we don't even know is he officially advised by Al or was he just doing business with Al?
Now I did see Sam at Sam Watson at Daniel Jacobs fight. Front knee right there. Like,
no, yeah, and I seen Sam in Saudi.
Yeah,
Sam was in Saudi.
Sam
You know what's anyway? I'll probably do that tomorrow and shit. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Let me just fill in these names here. We gotta.
Don't forget, man, you can go over to Patreon, you know what I'm saying, if you want to ask any guest that we have a question that we have on the show. We normally put a post out on Patreon that says ask so-and-so a show, and you never know when we're going to get guests, so you want to be signed up to Patreon.
Now, we got a lot of guests this week, actually. We got to get Custio Clayton, Alicia Napoleon, who else is out there? Jesse Vargas.
Okay.
Man, I've been talking to so many people. I just hope I don't
Jesse
forget.
Hart. Did Hart ever
Bro, Hart sent me his number. I just never got back to him.
Yeah, we should get back to him. He got a fight coming up in January, so I'm pretty sure like right now would be the perfect time to like get a good interview with him.
Well, let's get out to these sponsors, and then we're gonna touch on these callers. Let's do it.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Man, last time I checked, man, Terrence Crawford about to sign the DAZN or something? What's going on, Mike?
Why is it that?
I was watching one video, but yeah, you're right. I didn't get no confidential info. I think I was watching, I forgot his name. But I'm going to get my full boomerang because I don't think I'm going to call back in. But this morning, I think I talked about Jermell Charlo wanting to fight. I want to see him fight Daniel Jacobs. It's because I remember back in the day, Daniel Jacobs ran up on Jermell Charlo and was trying to fight him. And I've always been known, me and my brother, if someone fights him or tries to punk him, shit, I'm going to go for it too. I'm going to go fight that dude too. So I was just saying, like, man, I would like to see that too. And I wasn't mixed up with nobody. You know, everybody keeps on saying Tony Harrison, you know, I think his name's Tony Harrison, but is hella good and shit like that. But hey, man, he got Charlo got the win, man. Let's pay some respect. And I was loving to see Errol Spence finally show his face. You know, it was a lot of bruise and cuts, but he was still looking good, man, for someone who flipped his car that many times, man. I've never seen that. I think I seen my dad do that, but he had a gash in his head. But this dude's looking real good. Like, I would love to see him fight Manny Pacquiao. He wants all the smoke. Fuck getting a warm up. That shit right there is G. Dude came out of terrifying motherfucking car crash. I mean, terrifying. That shit's crazy. And he wants to fight the best of the best. After that, man, you got to give him props. And Daniel Dubois, man, I watched that fight. That dude was throwing no punches. He was scared to throw punches. I felt like he was like, if he hit that nigga a couple more times, that nigga get more pissed and more pissed. And then Daniel Dubois finally dropped him. Efe Ajagba, oh, man. I don't know what to say about that one. I really didn't feel the hype for him, but I still want to see him fight Alan Malinaki and maybe Charles Martin. I think he still has a chance, maybe. Or
hey, hold on. Somebody pick Chavez.
Yeah, I did. Give me the call for that. Hey, yo, Chavez is straight. I don't know what's going on, man. That dude's stupid in front of his dad. His dad was shaking his head like, what the fuck is this? Like, take the name off that nigga's name, like, for real. That nigga should be Jorge Chavez or something, not whatever the fuck. And shout out to Daniel Jacobs, too, man. He got the win, you know. Broke that nigga's nose. That nigga was in the hospital. He took a picture to show his nose was broken. What do you think about that, Ness?
I think he shouldn't get a fight in boxing no more, man. They shouldn't give him no more fights, man.
For real?
Daniel Dubois, I am going to knock you out.
Daniel. Thanks. Daniel, what the fuck?
Don, baby, call the name. We got some check. Come on. Jonathan Wilderding. I'm well fucking that. Sorry, Jonathan. No disrespect. Centennial versus Montiel. BS draw.
Montiel.
BS draw. Squad guessing get ass kicked. I don't know, because that's an emoji with an ing behind it. I'm not that hip with my emoji lingo. DBX UK says, great show as always. Harrison fucked up with the continuous showboating and took Charlo's power for granted. Big up Mr. Gibbs and Santa Mike. Prayer hands and strong emoji.
Yo, man. He did, bruh. He did. I don't know. Yo, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is it stamina? Is it chin? Like, he got his brother, his dad in the corner. Who ain't nobody asking these questions? Or
you know, when guys start acting outside of their character like that with all the dancing and shit and showboating, either they getting too comfortable or they trying to mask or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, because Charlo landed a body shot when he did that. When he did that little dance, it was because he landed a body shot. But we moving on up. We're going to get out to my man's Fujimoto.
Daniel Dubois, I am going to knock you out.
I don't believe no motherfucker can beat me. I'm not supposed to. My nephew is an elite fighter, so he ain't gonna. He wanna fight the guy that's proven himself and a guy that people think he can't beat. And that's how you get paid. Right? All right.
My nigga took that T.I. beat and flipped that motherfucker. I like that nigga. Who is this?
You got me? Shout out Tybo, Riddick, Bo Mack, and Bo Jackson.
Okay.
How y'all doing, baby? Bo and Bama.
Nigga, that T.I.
well,
man, dope man. I was like, what is that? What is that? Dope man.
Come on, man. You know how we do down south, baby. Y'all ain't had no music debate in a while. I've been looking forward to the Untitled so we can get a music debate or whatnot. That always used to be entertaining from you two. I heard the Annuel and Gucci Mane song. They got a song together, Ness. I know you have you heard that one?
Yeah, that's old. I already been heard that.
My boy heard.
Yo, you heard
hey,
Edward Belanga came out to the new Anuel with Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Anuel taking over.
Belanga on IG and
we gonna have him on the show too.
On IG and everything, bro.
Monday at 9:30.
That's what I'm looking forward to, man. I like that dude a lot, man. In the ring, out the ring, everything about him, I'm liking a lot. But let me get my call off. You ain't started my time yet, have you?
Man, you got 2 minutes left.
All right, here we go. But yeah, I'll be the first to say, man, I don't really think Spencer's gonna be the same when he get back, bro. It's been like 70 days, and no offense, he's like he got his ass whooped last week, man, in a street fight, not a boxing match. He's like he got his ass whooped in a street fight with bottles and tables and everything else, and it's been 70 days since they're wrecked. I don't think he's going to be the same. I don't know how his face is going to hold up when he starts taking punches. Is he going to be getting cut easier? I don't know what the hell going to happen. I'm still riding with Bud on that one. I love Spence, though, and I'm glad he's okay overall. I think the Josh Kelly fight, Josh Kelly kind of let me down with the knockout and shit like that.
I told you, man.
He ain't got no jab.
Told you that
he ain't got no jab. No. Yeah, I mean, that's a tune-up. I thought you was going to... It was a tune-up fight,
yo,
you know?
Speaking of pimples, yo, what's up with motherfucking
the dude
Jesse
he fought
Vargas?
came up for 130.
What you mean?
He just got bad
pillow.
skin, bro. It's all right.
I ain't say pimple. But he got pimples now?
I got... Look.
I'm sorry, Bo. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
He got bad skin. He got bad skin, bro. That's all. I got Ness beating Fujimoto, man. Fujimoto was trash. I got Doomy beating Alantez Fox. Fox was trash. He couldn't jab, and it was over with. Liam Williams is a C-level fighter, and he couldn't. Alantez Fox couldn't do shit with him at all. Alantez Fox trash. I never want to see him in the ring ever again. Period. All he did was constant pressure. I mean, Alantez Fox had zero threat. It was zero threat there whatsoever.
It take Tank to do that.
Zero threat. With the Charlo scorecard, a lot of people was upset about that. it's different being in an arena versus watching it on TV. The crowd and the punches landed, you can't really see what he truly landed or not. And he was throwing a lot of hard shit all night, from the first punch to the last punch. He was throwing a lot of hard shit. Add that with like 3 knockdowns before the stoppage. Hey, the man was up. He was up, bro. And with the Ajagba fight, I prefer a live dog in the ring rather than just somebody who coming to get a check and that's it. I was entertained.
So
I see Ajagba can get up off his ass. With Chavez, bro, I'll be honest. Daniel Jacobs pulled that 52 block shit out and was hitting elbows and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a good. I was entertained. That was 52 blocks. That was 52 block shit, man. That was more than just glove. That was elbows and head. That was everything. But that's what it took. Because Chavez was as big as a motherfucker in there, man. I'm ready to see him back in the ring. Not to be honest, no.
He need to be in the ring at heavyweight or something. And we going out to...
We got a super chat if you want to get to that while you figure out what we're going to go out to.
Go ahead.
Mr. CYP. This guy is funny, bro. People stopped me at the fight. Said, are you CYP? Yep. Catch me on TBV, 9 a.m. Eastern. They know, even in person, I'm not to be played with. LOL.
That's fucking right.
CYP out.
Yo, I'm just happy he told him where to catch him at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the happy dance right there. Let's get out to Florida.
El gran campeón puertorriqueño, Winston Téllez Giron.
You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Tonight, Roy. Let's go to work.
Yo.
Well, that's the second time I thought Keem was on.
Keem ain't said shit, and he played his whole intro, nigga.
Yo, Killer, what up?
What up, Killer?
That's Farik.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Sweden.
What up, Sweden?
My favorite boxing analyst, man. How are you guys?
We're happy, man.
Man, you guys are dropping a lot of knowledge, man. I'm learning a lot. You guys are dropping a lot of knowledge on the boxing industry. It's fun to listen to.
Appreciate it.
The Daniel Dubois fight should have been illegal. I mean, I don't know how they can put that guy in with Dubois. Yes! That should have been illegal. Yes! Efe Ajagba, I mean, the heavyweight crop coming up, they're a bit below the current top heavyweights, just as I think that the current heavyweights aren't as good as Klitschko was in his prime, you know? So it's, but that makes it more exciting because they're more beatable, so the fights get more exciting because of that, you know? When Klitschko was in his prime, we always knew he was going to win. So it's more exciting to watch heavyweights. That's why I think it's a resurgence in the heavyweight division right now. And the Tony Harrison fight, it just proves what I always knew, and that's that intangibles are more important than boxing skills. Chin, heart, power, will. It gets you can get far with just that alone, you know? And if he meets someone who has skill and the intangibles, he's probably going to lose.
Yep, yes, a trainer always says that a good work ethic beats skills any day.
Any day of the week.
But if you have both, then he should lose to that person, is my opinion. But he was still very impressive that he willed that fight. It was very impressive.
If you got both, you Floyd, you Deontay, you AJ, like those guys put in the required work to, you know what I'm saying, reap those benefits, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be a big time puncher but not putting in the required work.
True that.
And whatever Jermell and Derrick James is doing, man, y'all should have a fucking monopoly on that shit, because Jermell was in tremendous shape last night. Tremendous shape.
I mean, but that I give Jermell all the credit for that. I think that's just his determination. He wanted that belt back so bad that fatigue wasn't even part of the night. Like his Fadi, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go since you have nothing else to say. But yeah, it just wasn't there. His fatigue didn't show up. But let's go out to Evan. Talk to me.
What up, L?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, man, that Ajagba fight had me. I was, like I said, I was at work and I saw him rock him, and he started to step back. We were all thinking, "Oh shit, here he goes finishing it," and he stepped back in and he got dropped himself. I screamed at work. I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm at a pharmacy, so someone ran up like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" And I was like, "Nothing. This is just crazy." That one was definitely fun. Something I forgot to say earlier. Looks like at the end of the fight, like I thought it was about to be a fist fight afterwards because Charlo, came up to the corner and Harrison was not having it. Just his body language, he was looking away. He was kind of like, "Don't fucking talk to me." And I saw just the way he was taking his gloves off. I was like, "Oh shit, I hope this doesn't get ugly." But that was good sportsmanship. I like that Charlo said that. At the end of the day, I'm a gentleman because, they were saying I'm not going to shake his hand. I'm not going to talk to him. Whatever happens, just, whatever. But good sportsmanship all around. I think this month of December has been great for boxing. We had the Ruiz rematch, and Tank's about to come up. Someone earlier I saw, I totally agree with Mikey Garcia. He's doing his thing. I think fighting Errol just set him up to where he never has to have a fight like that again. If Eddie Hearn's showing interest in him, he can just keep fighting Jesse Vargas, decide what weight class he wants, and he's probably going to be set for the rest of his career. He won't have to fight for too much longer unless he wants to. But that's really it, man. Like I said earlier, good-ass night of fighting, and the whole month's been real nice. I also agree with you, though, Charlo. Y'all have sparred, so you know what it's like. Missing a punch takes out more energy than a lot of things, and he was missing some real heavy shots, and he just kept going. I told my buddy, I said, "Damn, dude, he's going to be tired as hell if he keeps going like this," but he was doing it up till the 11th, and it was working, so definitely props to him. It's great to see that. Errol didn't look too hot, which kind of sucks. I think here in Dallas, we already have an issue not supporting our people. So it doesn't help that, all this happened. But I'm sure he'll bounce back from it. I definitely don't think his first fight probably be another Ocampos, if I'm being honest. That's what I'm expecting, at least. So thanks again. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Evan. Mike, you think let's talk about that a little bit. You think he's right? You think he's saying the right things, and then he ends up fighting Quadratilo or whatever other mandatory?
It just depends, man. I think if he says that he's ready and no mandatory is up, then yeah, man. I think we can see him fight a Danny Garcia or a Manny Pacquiao, but if something else comes into play and they just want to make sure that he is who we think he is, and let him get a tune up, I'm not mad. Nigga come out with a fucking car wreck, Who mad about Errol Spence getting a fucking tune up, and we seen his car flip 19 times, Like, I'm probably exaggerating with how many times it flipped, but you get the gist.
Nah, that shit definitely flipped a lot. But yo, he made you smile. Like, you probably ain't smile. You probably smirk like, all right, motherfucker. When he was like, "I know these other welterweights want me to be hurt, but I'm not hurt. I'm coming back." I was like, talk that shit, Earl. That was a good line. That was a good line, man. That was a good line.
Been a lot of talk about the WBC vacating or champion and recess, and been a lot of talk about people wishing on Errol Spence a demise, and I'm sure he's been hearing all that shit. So he just let me know, I'm not fucked up not one bit. It was a miracle, I walked away, but and did he say if it was like anybody else? I don't know if they could have walked away, but he kind of said it like that. I don't know if he said it to that extent, but pretty much, if anybody else, I don't know if they would have walked away like I did.
I don't know, but from that interview, I felt like we might have an opportunity there. Like maybe, like he had that near-death experience. He just seemed different. He kept saying that, like, man, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be with my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Real one quick question. A new article just came up on Boxing Scene. If Charlo Harrison was to be a trilogy, is it pay-per-view worthy? Nah, you ain't gonna say nothing. Damn.
What? I'm sorry. What?
Shit.
What happened?
Charlo, just the article. Charlo was like, I know probably a big question is, would you do a trilogy? Charlo said, take that shit to pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I think a trilogy, you know what I'm saying, with the build-up and they've been doing it, that's a lot of money to get.
I don't want it that bad.
Nah.
I don't want it. I don't want it $80 bad. I'm good.
$80 is steep. You know what I'm saying? It's steep to the motherfucker, bro.
I'm good.
We got a free twice, you know what I'm saying, already. You feel me? Yeah. We got a free for twice already. Yeah. On Fox at that.
And I never understood that. Why are we the only sport? It's like, we got, so you really like this. You got to pay for it now. Like, why we get done like this? They don't treat basketball fans like this.
Yeah, nah.
It's like, so you want Charlo Harrison, do you? Okay, pay-per-view. What the fuck? I don't know, man.
Don't do that shit, man. Like, I'm not a fan of just paying for motherfucking big time sports. Like, I don't have to. Like, motherfucking basketball and football, you ain't got to pay for the Super Bowl.
Man, I want to know what the numbers be like in
that shit is free. NBA Finals, free on ABC. Antennas, nigga, get you that.
I just hope a lot of people watch this fight so that, he could get some shine.
It should be. Oh, yeah. I think the rating for this fight should be very, very good. I think it should be the highest one this year for any fight on any platform other than pay-per-view.
Chill.
In my opinion.
Chill. Don't tell Top Rank that.
No. I'm serious. Like
no, but they ain't gonna like that. Don't do that.
I think this fight does better than the Crawford and whoever else. Crawford and what's the guy's name? Kavaliauskas.
If you don't know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I do know my man Crab and Lobster, man. That's my man's in him. Crab and Lobster. We're going out the Boomerang, J Matt.
Yo, J Mac, you on mute? Go once, going twice.
You just gotta talk. You already unmuted.
Yo, I said come back to me. My bad. I had my Bluetooth.
All right.
Get up in a little bit. I just listen.
All right. We got you. All right. So let's go out to Cincinnati. CK, talk to me.
What up, CK?
Hey, great show, man. Hey, man, we got to say it, man. Harrison performed better in the rematch than he did in his initial fight. He was coming for it, but that man Charlo is a killer, and he keeps his power. I give Tony props. He really wanted to win, but that guy Charlo and his brother and Canelo Alvarez, top 3 chins in the boxing game. Please name a better fighter with a better chin than Canelo Alvarez and the Charlo brothers, please. And, hey, have a great show, man. I just wanted to tell you that, man. Great show.
Man, honestly, if you got a better chin than those guys, I would say I like Deontay's chin. I like Areola. I think he has an incredible chin. I think Andy Ruiz, nigga, truth be told, Andy got a motherfucking chin. he took some shit from AJ in the first fight and the second fight. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's straight right. Split the shit out of him. He kept moving like, so what? Jacory, talk to me.
What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Ness?
What's going on, Jacory?
What up?
Nothing much,
see
man.
you on the
Mike, I was
list.
in your neck of the woods, man. I was at that Pacers Lakers game, man. Y'all got some nice women down there, in old Naptown. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. Man. Ness, man, you hit it on action. I wish I would have hopped on that officiate more. That officiating in California was terrible, man. Man, they should have stopped both of them fights, man. I mean, we don't need no more Patrick Days. But with that being said, man, great weekend of fighting. You know, man, y'all, Ness, you called it good on the morning show, man. I called it late. Chavez is a quitter. He is making a killing off his father's name. So I won't delve no more into that. Daniel Dubois, you know, he's up and coming. Nice. You know, he's getting guys out of there. But, you know, until he's tested, what is he really? You know, if Frank Warren going to keep serving him up, I mean, we ain't going to never know.
Man, Frank Warren don't
And
test these
then,
guys till they get motherfucking a Canelo fight with Liam Smith or a Kovalev fight with Yard. So Dubois gonna be a title fight before he get tested. Trust me.
Yeah, you right on that, man. I mean, because like I said, he gonna build him up just like he built up Joe Calzaghe. But anyway, man, on that Charlo Harrison thing, I don't know what's so hot. Dude, it's beautiful to watch Harrison box. He got a great stick, and I would think that both of y'all would agree upon it. As far as that scoring goes, I'm with both of y'all. I'm a Charlo guy, and I had Harrison up 8 rounds to 2. I don't know what them guys were saying. I had, like I said, I had the man up 8 rounds to 2. But I wanted to ask you guys, man, because y'all thought Errol looked kind of puffy in the face, man.
Mike
because he
did.
said he'd been training, man, but it like he done put on some weight.
Mike
Face
said
to
his
me, man.
lips was swollen. I don't know. I guess he do look like he was in an accident, man. I mean, I guess that's just it. But I also thought he looked good, man. I think he looked. I'm like, wow. I was expecting worse.
Yeah, so like I said, man, but I thought it was a great fight, man. I just thought that class tells over time. Charlo got that heart. He had a great chin, but I ain't gonna lie, I thought Harrison thoroughly outboxed him because, you know, them cats always talk about, I'm gonna make an adjustment. And to me, Harrison made the best adjustment. Instead of staying away, he walked towards him and tried to crowd the power. But eventually, man, you know, the man fades. That's my call, man. Terrific show. Holler at y'all on the next one.
All right, big dog.
Jacory, man, thanks for calling in. Justin, what it do?
What's going on? You know, I waited an hour for this call, but it was worth it because I took notes for Daniel Dubois' fights. I had him winning all the rounds, obviously, you know, and you can say his opponent was a bum and all, but he looked impressive. Other than a couple times in the clinch, I don't think he got... Can you still hear me good?
Perfectly.
Sorry, I'm going to put the... All right, I'm better now. So, you could say his opponent was a bum, but he didn't get hit at all other than a couple times in the clinch, but that's what everybody expected. But for his next opponent, I've seen a couple people saying Dominic Breazeale or Baby Kaunauki, Adam Kaunauki, and
They'll never put him in there with Kanaki.
Hold on, I didn't finish yet. I think Dominic can maybe beat him, and even if Daniel Dubois does beat him, it's too early. It's way too early. You know, that's not how you build up your prospects experience. And if he does beat Dominic, which I don't think he will right now, maybe he can right now, but if he does, he's left where he has to fight the top challengers, and that's just not the way. And Adam Kaunauki, maybe he'll beat him too, but, you know, a perfect fight for him next would be David Price. I think he'll knock him out easily, and it's a decent name opponent. What were you going to tell me, Ness?
I was just saying they'll never put him into a Kanaki.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say, but the casuals, you know what they were saying. But how much time do I have left on the show? Because I want to shout out my YouTube channel before I get off.
1 minute.
All right. Well, you know, like I said, David Price, that'll be a good opponent for him, but Ness, I don't know, I might send you the speed bag video if I get put on, but probably not, but Justin Jr. 962, Justin Jr. 962, y'all know the name. We got Maurice Hooker coming on soon. He fought on the Chavez Jr. undercard. Justin Jr. 962, fighter breakdowns, fight predictions, aftermath. I interview all the fighters, MMA and boxing, but I mainly do boxing. Bomb Squad! I'm Mike Tyson.
Okay, Justin, thanks for calling in. Oh my God. And no, apologies.
Whoa. Say Ness, bro. I need to get double time for this shit, you hear me? I've been on that motherfucker damn near an hour and something, man. The young boy, Justin, the whole crew done dipped in on. But you know what I'm saying? It's in all your day. Shit happens. We're gonna get straight to the shit, though, you dig? Tony Harrison getting a lot of fucking props, dog, for some shit that we've been seeing him do. Like, I ain't saw nothing new. I saw the old Tony Harrison reemerge. He could have got knocked out the first fight, dog. I think that was the 11th round. That was the same round he got knocked out in this fight here. He held on for like 60 seconds. The ref had to fight this dude to get him over. That's the only thing he didn't do this fight. That's why he made it to 4-12. I ain't seen nothing different. Like this, that's Tony Harrison. He can fight. He got a good damn jab. He drew a beautiful combination when he let his hands go. He a skilled boxer, but he gas out and he ain't got no chin. Amir Khan, he can let his hands go with the best. He ain't got no chin. Like, why are we getting somebody proud, dog, for some shit we've been new and we've been seeing? Charlo went in there and did what we all knew he was supposed to do the first fight, knock him out. All right, cool. We passed that. I want to see unification now. I want to see. With the Jerry Hiller fight coming next for Williams, like what's going on with Williams? What he doing?
Jennison Rosario.
He waiting for her. He got that fight, and then her still got the option to step in and stop the unification if he want to, because that was in a contract, right?
Don't remember the details.
I
thought he let his rematch up. He passed up on it.
That still don't mean if you pass up on it, that just means you're not taking it immediately, right?
Hell
you still locked in that contract.
Hell no. I'll be damned if you don't fight me next and I gotta wait till you think you ready to fight me.
Well, we gotta push for the unification then. That's the next fight, man. I mean
that's what Charlo was always saying, though. Charlo was always saying that him losing, or being robbed, rather, in his eyes, slowed up the unification.
He was robbed, man. That was a setback, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the unification popping, and we gonna keep this shit moving. Now, what's that dude from the UK, bro? This dude, Josh Kelly?
Yeah.
That dude said, bro, whenever that dude step up, it's over for him.
Man, it's already over for him. He ain't been looking good, man. We're going to come back to you on the boomerang. Let's see who we got. Huang, talk to me.
Hello?
Yes.
How you doing, guys?
All good.
Listen, Chavez Jr. is a genius. He's a genius. He has his whole game figured out. He's like, blood test? No, I'm good. Suspended? No. We're taking this show on the road. Well, 168, nah, I'm good at 175. Put on a show? No, I'm fighting 15 minutes and I'm cashing out back to eating hamburgers and smoking. I mean, boxing boxing likes to present itself as a serious sport, and Chavez Jr. is at the front line calling bullshit on everyone. Everyone calling him a disgrace, but he's just doing what is allowed. You gotta respect him. And people saying he's disgracing his father's name. His father had 10 times more talent. He worked twice as hard and still ended up broke, sleeping on the floor. And if it wasn't for Chavez Jr., he would still be sleeping on the floor. Chavez Jr. will be understood as a genius in 10 years' time. That's all I got to say.
Man, I guess he'll be a genius because he financially secured the bag, but he has tarnished both legacy for himself and his dad. Trey, what up, girl? Just listening.
Oh no, I'm in here. Hey, Justin, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, somebody driving by with a loud ass muffler. Justin Jr. is hilarious. That Fujimoto soundbite is the best, man. You got to play that shit more often. This shit hurts my stomach. Charlo Harrison was a good fight. I really liked it. At some point, I was with everybody else. I'm like, God damn, Charlo gonna have to knock this dude out to get the win. Daniel Dubois, we still don't know yet. And Efe, man, can somebody let Efe borrow some athleticism? That nigga slow as molasses, man. He hella slow. I was watching that fight like, man, is he moving? And you know what it looked like? It looked like the old school Spike Lee movies. You remember the old? This nigga Efe Ajagba looked like he in the Spike Lee movie. You remember that when them niggas wasn't walking? When the camera was just moving?
Yo, you killing Efe right now.
Yeah. I like that nigga, man. But he just slow as fuck. I'm like, I was watching that shit, like, it was so funny. And Josh Kelly, man, I was laughing at that fight, too. I'm like, oh, look at the bum. Fucking Josh Kelly up. I didn't even finish the fight. Who won that?
Definitely Kelly.
Oh, okay. Did he barely win, or was it a good win?
No, you're right. Unanimous decision. He ain't look any better towards the last half.
Yeah, I turned that shit off, man. I had something to do. Oh man, what else did I catch? Oh man, the two Spanish guys, the lightweights on the undercard of Charlo,
Martinez, Rosales.
Man, them dudes was good. The two lightweights and another cherry pick go wrong. I didn't even know who the other guy was, but I was like, it looked like, because the refs kept letting him up. So I was like, well, shit, it looked like he's supposed to be the A side.
Yeah. You talking about Balderas?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, he must be the prospect. Yeah. He fucked him up too. I was like, damn. Man, all right, y'all. I think that's it.
Well, all right. Thanks for calling in. Trey, we going out to who we got? Stonebone Boxing, Colorado.
I said you was with the champ. You was with the real champ, huh?
What up? Hey, stop that. Hey, that was me on the phone too, number 2, man. My phone was dying. My shit was on the charger, but man, that was a good fight, man. And I don't know, man. To me, I don't see what Derrick James really added to him. I mean, he was Charlo fought more skilled under Rodney Shields. It just seemed like now he was winging a lot of shots. Like the first 2 rounds, it was competitive, and then he dropped them. And then after that, I thought Tony Harrison was outboxing him for like 6 of those next rounds. You know what I mean? And like it was like a swing round. I think around like round 8. But until the knockout, I had him down even with the knockdown. I mean, and when they read the cards, that was ridiculous. And it just, I don't know. I just think almost the same thing of what I think of Errol sometimes is when I watch Charlo, it's like, all right, we got one gear, we got one speed, and it's all out. But what if you get against somebody who hadn't lost like Harrison? Harrison done lost twice. He done been knocked out before. What if you're against a real elite athlete who hadn't lost and don't think he can lose? You know what I mean? I don't think you can do that same speed. Like if he was to try that shit with some of the other elite guys, he probably would lose. He would have lost just like he lost the first fight. So, and then Errol, I mean, I'm glad to see him back. He did look, to me, he looked good. But as far as like structurally, he looked good. But his face looked like still black in his eyes area. You know what I mean? You can see he had like a cut, like you can see where he was stitched up on his lips. His lips looked kind of swole. I mean, like he looked pudgy, like you would look if you was fucking in a wreck and you just been relaxing. You know what I mean? Trying to get yourself together. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure we ain't gonna see him in May. We'll probably see him in like July. You know what I mean? I don't think, and it'll be against his mandatory. It's not gonna be against Danny. I don't think his head can deal with that left hook right now. So, man, good luck, Earl. Get back healthy so Crawford can put them hands on you. And shout out from Omar. Y'all. I'm not catch y'all on the next one.
All right. Let's see. J-Mac trying you again.
Shout out to Stonebone. He sent me a picture of him, like Mike said, with the true champ, the real.
That's my guy, Jay. That's the one I'm always on the phone right there.
Yeah, so yeah, shout out to him. Nah, man. I called in earlier. I was going for Charlo. He did win the first fight, in my opinion. The second fight, I believe Harrison made the adjustments, and like Brandon Maurice said earlier in his first call earlier today, that I'm gonna take both of my calls. Just do my 3 minutes. Harrison is what he loses the same way every time. He always looking good. He looked good in the Willie Nelson fight, and then he got stopped late. He looked good in a Hurd fight, then he got stopped, and then he lost concentration in the Charlo fight, and then he got stopped. I think psychologically, he just don't have the ability to just go the distance. You know, and he loses his focus, and there you go. So Charlo definitely deserves to win, but like I said, I think Derrick James and Charlo, they might need to look at each other and just figure some more things out, because I'm seeing setbacks. I don't see Charlo getting better and what have you. Some can say, well, hey, he got the knockout, but against a more elite fighter that doesn't tap out mentally, what happens next? Because Charlo shouldn't have been going backwards as much as he went back in that fight, and he wasn't coming back with much anything than Harrison allowed him to do. But Harrison was walking forward, being able to dictate the pace and doing it with Charlo's strength and his size. There's no way he should be backing up that much and not have nothing to come back with. He needed to go back to focusing on what made him that Jermell Charlo, because he not his brother. His brother could sustain a fight going forward, the whole fight like that, and not get pushed back and made to look like what you gonna do next. More leader fighter like a J-Rock. I got J-Rock beating him easily now, because he'll dictate the pace and control how the fight go. And then Charlo, we know Charlo go give up some when he thinking and go backwards, and we know Derrick James ain't gonna give him no corner wisdom how to make the adjustments. For as Efe Ajagba, I was rolling big with Efe Ajagba. I think that fight set him back 3 fights. I can see him still being a big name in the sport, but like he gotta get his shit together. I was laughing at the chick on the show giving him some talking about some athleticism. I'm like, God damn, this dude's slow. But after the second round, when he watched the dude and referee should have stopped. I don't know why he thought the referee should have stopped it. Man, the dude, he should have stayed on the dude and put the dude out. Then we probably wouldn't have saw some of the mistakes he had. But he sat up there and watched his work, and then he got knocked down in the same round. That was crazy to me. Oh, back to the Charlo fight right quick. Fuck it, that's my call.
Cut it. Come back to you, though. Black John.
Guys, I'm just listening.
All right. We went to Brandon, right?
Not yet. What up, B?
Brandon.
B got some crow. He picked Harrison.
Yeah, go ahead and give me my crow, man. Yeah, I'm wrong every now and then, but I agree with. I think the call. Which one of the callers say fuck with the chick named Shaniqua from New Jersey? What's his name?
Federic.
Federic. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with everything Killer said. Killer summed up everything about Tony Harrison in the book. He said, sometimes it ain't about the tangible shit, the boxing ability, the skills, slickness, and fundamentals. Sometimes it's the intangible shit, that shit you can't teach. Heart, toughness, chin, determination. And he right, man. That's the third time Tony Harrison done lost to a guy who ain't have nearly the skills, nearly the fundamentals, nearly the goddamn, technical, soundness and pedigree. He lost to a guy just because the guy had more intangibles, the shit you don't teach. Like I said, man, for me, Tony Harrison, technically and fundamentally the best fighter in the division. But he always gonna go down for me as the guy. What could he been if Manny Stewart would have remained his trainer before he died? Because I just think Manny would have been able to get some of these mental errors, taken care of. And I just don't think his dad and brother and them got what it take to really hone it in, because he keep doing the same shit over and over again. So like I said earlier, I had him winning the fight, but like I said, all his losses look exactly the same, man. He's looking like the superior guy. And then at the end of the fight, he get a little tired. I think Jermell, the body work, that was as clean as work. He wasn't really landing much to the head. Harrison was doing a lot of catching that shit on the glove, but the body work was landing clean. And Harrison even said it, like, I was trying to put on a straight face, but the body shots were hurting me. So salute to Jermell for finding the will to win. Other than that, I ain't gonna speak on Chavez. Chavez do what Chavez do. He living a rock star lifestyle. I just want to say I ain't like that shit Brian Kenny did. I respect him for bringing up Bud name, because they wasn't going to mention it. Errol wasn't going to mention his name until Brian Kenny brought it up. Brian Kenny said, what about this? Because at first Errol said Danny and Pac, and Brian Kenny brought up Bud, so I was respecting for that. But I didn't like the how's the face when that's the first thing he asked, how's the face? And
yo, why you lying on Bud?
Lying on who?
On Bud. He brought up Crawford name in the middle. He said Pacquiao, Crawford,
no,
Danny.
At first he didn't. He said, I'm ready for Pacquiao and I'm ready for Danny. They showed the PBC landscape, and then that's when Brian Kenny was like, don't forget you got Bud Crawford over there too. That's when Errol brought up Bud name.
He ain't say don't forget. Yo, you man. Yo.
Watch it. I ain't about to argue. Let me finish my call. Let me watch it. I like I said, I didn't like it.
Cut it. I wish it was the zone, man. I could fucking clip it, or at least go back and watch it. See, with the Fox shit, you can't even go back and watch it, man. T Plums, Florida.
What up, Plums?
So I've been listening to these past few callers, and niggas just really don't be knowing what the hell they talking about. Niggas, for one, I mean, I don't want to take it there, but I just gotta say it. Like, a lot of Bud fans, they just hypocrites. They Errol need to lead Derek. I mean, not Errol. Jermell need to lead Derek James because he making Jermell just like Errol. They just a straight walk. Like, what the hell these niggas talking about? Anyways, God dang. I see I be rambling, forgetting what the hell I be about to say. Oh yeah, niggas said, when he get to elite fighters other than Tony Harrison. Tony, name 3 154-pounders that are better than Tony Harrison. You gonna probably name the niggas that beat him, which is Jermell and Jarrett Hurd, but those are top 154-pounders. Like, you niggas saying that like Tony's a
Willie
bum
Nelson
or
beat
whatever.
him.
Well, I guess Willie Nelson too, whatever. But the point is, it ain't overly stacked where niggas is just like levels ahead of Tony Harrison. And then another dude said the size where Tony's bigger than Jermell. So, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff, I don't know, stuff just don't be lining up. Niggas just want to find a way to get down to Errol to say something about Bud. But when Bud looked bad in the fight, oh yeah, that's just a dog in him. But when somebody else, you know what I'm saying, you need to get rid of that train. Like, I don't like that stuff. Like, niggas need to keep consistent across the board. That's it.
Yes! Yes!
I like it, man. I like it. Man, get that Brandon in these dudes, man. You know who you talking to. Mike, Brandon, he talking to y'all. Shit. All that shit. We got the info, Joe? Because you know ain't no show without the Joe.
No, sir.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, yo! Tell them the truth!
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Tell them the truth, yo!
Joe picked Tony.
Give it to me, man. Give
Mike
it to
love giving people that
me.
that crow.
Right. Yo, well deserved. Yo, first off, shout out to the boxing gods. Shout out to Jermell Charlo, man, for getting the victory. Texas, stand the fuck up. Shout out to Detroit, hold your head up. Even though Tony Harrison didn't get the win, I thought he put up a good effort, man. Actually, like I said this morning, I had him Charlo down and only winning like about 3 rounds. So he did put up a good fight, but much credit to Jermell. Like they say, it ain't over until it's over. And he made that real life talk right there. You know what? Most of all, man, shout out to both of them brothers, man. After all of that shit talking, man, they shook hands and gave each other a pound and much respect. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Great sportsmanship, man. So shout out to them brothers, and it was beautiful to see them embraced like that, man. After all of that shit they've been through after the fight, shout out to them. Chavez, man, next you need to give him some gunshots, man. You got one on deck for me? Man, get him out of here. Yo, you got one? Hey, man, the dude, did you lasered him or something? What was that?
We hit him with the doorbell.
There you go. Hey, man. Hey, man, to me, I feel bad. I feel mostly bad for Chavez Sr., man. For him to be shit get thrown at him like that, man, humiliated the legend like that, man. You can't defend that shit, Senior. I know he was trying to defend his son, man, but I know at the same time, deep down in his heart, he mean like, God damn, son, you can't keep fucking quitting on me like that, man. You letting down the name, man. That name is legendary in boxing, man. This dude just shit it all on it, man, every time, man. Take this shit serious or get the fuck out of the business. I don't want to see that dude no more. Far as Errol Spence, man, my opinion, man, anybody off that long after all he been through, man, I believe he should take a tune-up first, man, to be real talk, man. He deserves that. Give him a tune-up, man. And I got a question for y'all. Do you guys think this year in boxing was better than the last 2 years? I can take my answer off the air.
Damn, champ, you're like a pothead. You know you need to do some research.
Based off the sheer number of events that we have over this past calendar year, I would say that this year in boxing has been as good, if not better, than 2017, 2018. 2017 was a very, very, very big year for boxing.
Bro, I'm sorry. Damn, you be pausing. I don't be knowing. My bad.
And 2018 was solid. Okay, got better towards the end, but I think this year from start to finish, you know what I'm saying, with the from Thurman to Charlo, I think this motherfucker has been rock solid. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just of the mindset like, what have you done for me lately? So like, I just remember this year, man. I can't even. What the fuck happened last year? I don't even know. I mean, Wilder Fury was last year. What else was last year?
Wilder Fury,
Povetkin, AJ. I don't even know, bro.
You had Hurd and Lara.
No, wasn't it Hurd and Williams last year?
And Hurd and Lara last year. Hurd fought both of them niggas last year, I believe.
Tell you, man, that's too hard, man. I need to do the research for that shit first. Because it's so many fights.
Don't forget we had Floyd. We had Floyd and Floyd won in these years, didn't we?
Bruh, I mean, I know he slid a tension fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Attention, yep. Attention and Conor McGregor the year prior. So
you know Floyd, bro. He slid him a tension fight right up in there. Like, hold on a minute. Let me see what we got. We didn't get to Donald in Richmond, right?
No, not yet.
You know what it is? I'm all over the place because I did that morning show, and a lot of these guys called in this morning. So shout out to everybody who called in.
Yes, sir.
Donald, what up? California.
What's going on? Yeah, just kind of reiterate a little bit on what I was saying this morning. I mean, Tony was doing good. When I scored the fight, I only gave Charlo round 2, gave him round 4, and then I gave him round 10. And on my card, I don't know if I have to calculate it, but I want to say that even with the 2 knockdowns in 11, if Harrison would have came back and probably still lost 12 or maybe won 12, I would have still had Harrison winning. I don't know how they had Charlo up on the cards. I mean, the fix was definitely in for Charlo to get his belt back because I had Tony winning a lot of rounds. I had Tony winning round 5 through 9, you know. But this, like we said, it's the same story with Harrison. Charlo he just won his belt back to turn around and lose it to J-Rock, because the same way J-Rock beat Hurd is going to be the same similar way, because Charlo, I give it to him, that motherfucker be in shape. Like, the how he got Tony is because Tony slowed down. Charlo ass didn't slow down. Charlo lucky Tony got stamina problems, because if Tony didn't have no stamina issues, Tony would have fucking won that fight, and he wouldn't have got them. He probably wouldn't have got the knockdown in the 11th round, because them knockdown, that was from fatigue. If Tony didn't have them stamina issues, he would have probably got that knockdown in 2, and he wouldn't have got no knockdowns in 11, and they probably would have robbed Tony, according to how the scorecards was going in to the end of the fight. But yeah, Charlo, he gonna get in there with J-Rock. J-Rock gonna get in there with him. J-Rock don't got no stamina issues. J-Rock tough. He's smart. He got a good boxing IQ. I don't have Charlo beating J-Rock if he goes for that fight. So I feel like Charlo just went through all that shit to win the fight, to go in a unification with J-Rock and lose, you know. I mean, unless that motherfucker get lucky and knock J-Rock out, I don't see Charlo beating J-Rock on the scorecards. Charlo's going to have to knock J-Rock out to win that fight, because I definitely would have J-Rock beat him. Huh?
J-Rock got a rematch with Hurd.
Nah, Hurd ain't finna fight J-Rock. Hurd ain't finna fight J-Rock before he unifies.
They already said it, man. Hurd already came out and said it.
Because Hurd is probably trying to do 2 or 3 fights before he even go back to J-Rock.
No. This one right here, tune up, that's going to happen in January, and he fighting J-Rock.
Oh.
That's the plan.
Well, I don't know. I think that's too early. I think he lose that. I think he lose that again too, unless he because Hurd's problem is that it looked like in that fight he was waiting for, he does the normal usual, stand in the pocket with you, absorb your punches, wait for you to get tired, and then that's when he overwhelms you. And because J-Rock didn't get tired, he couldn't overwhelm. So I mean, I don't know what he could do better. He gonna have to knock J-Rock out. I don't see him beating him on the scorecards. That's the only way I see him winning that rematch.
Cut it. Super chat coming from Bama Bo. Hope you got the crow steaming, Ness and Mike. Yeah, we already had ours early, big dog. And Dana Jones says, who's staying up to watch the fights in Japan? I'll probably get up early, man. I
Maroda.
Is my guy Ken Shiro on that card?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to get up early, man. I'll probably try to get up early.
It's at 5 a.m.
I know.
Eastern.
I know.
So that's 4 for you.
No, that's 5 for me.
I fucked up. Yo. Oh, man.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
J Hardcore Boxing. You don't know shit about boxing. BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up there, fellas? How y'all feeling today?
What up, Jay?
What up?
So good. It's all good. We had a great weekend of boxing. I enjoyed it. Man, actually, I thought that was a standing card that PBC did. I mean, it's way better than I anticipated in what it was going to be. And I really enjoyed it. I'm a Charlo constituent. I enjoyed Charlo. But if he didn't get that, I feel though that Harrison would have won that if it went to the distance for sure. I'd like to see him and J-Rock fight. But I truly believe if he don't knock J-Rock out, he can't beat him. I feel, though, that J-Rock would outbox him for sure. And probably even out dog him, to be truthfully honest, man. I mean, if it's dog to dog, man, it's gonna be real close. But if I had to put my money on it, I would have to put it on J-Rock.
Bruh, J-Rock inside game way better than Harrison. Way better.
Oh, yeah, way. I truly agree with that. 100%. 100%. But I'm going to tell you, man, Harrison, man, to be off for a year, I mean, goddamn, where was the rust? I mean, that was pretty good off a straight year without fighting, man.
And an injury.
Imagine if he had. Yeah, true that. So I was truly impressed, man. You could tell that he was in the lab for sure because he was putting it on him, man. He was the more clean, effective shots was definitely him. I mean, and Charlo, man, he used to be a way better boxer than he is now, man. It seems like they all just fight one style now. Everybody want to fight like Errol. Put your guards up and come forward, man. And everybody can't have the same style whatsoever. Okay, baby girl. Yeah, so and Chavez, man, I'm amazed. Didn't y'all say that this cat made $3 or $4 million for this fight?
Yeah, that's what they saying, man.
Hello? Yo, Bud is pound for pound, and what he made $4 million in his last fight.
I mean, we've been telling Bud Lee top rank, man. That's the type of money Eddie giving. Look, Mikey getting $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas.
God damn. Yo, that's cold crazy, man. Your Bud got to migrate, man. That's bottom line. But if he happy, hey, do you.
It ain't just Bud though. It ain't just Bud because again, Mikey getting $7 million. So, man, if anybody want that money, they need to see what they offering.
They need to. Oh, I feel though that Eddie is the best promoter in the game, hands down. Nobody even compared to him. To be truthfully honest, so.
Yo, it's crazy how like a year ago, you'd have got Kerstaff for saying that shit, but Eddie done put so much work in 12 months. So much work.
Absolutely.
He done changed perception, at least for some of us. I know there's still a lot of people that don't really fuck with him, but he definitely, I feel like, has been putting a lot of work in. All right, let's see what we got. It's looking like Josh in North Carolina.
What up, Josh?
What up, Ness? What up, Mike? Good show, man. Hey, Harrison was doing his thing till goddamn nigga ran out of gas. I love to see him and goddamn J-Rock fight though. That'd be good. Oh yeah, I want to say fuck Bud. Fuck Bud, that motherfucker. He still fuck Bud. Goddamn, leave top rank, nigga. Goddamn, nigga, you that broke, buy yourself out the contract. Goddamn, nigga. Y'all, I'm ready for y'all to do a show about AJ and Wilder again, man. I'm ready. I'm hyped about this undisputed shit for real. And I hope that. Hey, did they announce the Fury Wilder fight on fight last night?
Hell no, man.
Man, what the fuck going on with that shit, Ness?
I don't know, bro.
Bro, AJ still ain't said what he was gonna do with them mandatories. Man, y'all just keep talking about that shit, man. Good show, man. I'll let y'all tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I mean, AJ ain't said nothing, but I think Eddie said AJ first fight should be in April, right, Mike?
I think they looking at the pull-up mandatory first.
Yeah, but for April, no?
Yeah, probably April at Wembley or something like that, or maybe one of those new stadiums that AJ want to test out.
Yo, Saudi need to go ahead and pay for that fight, man. They know they want that.
I don't know. I doubt they pay for. I think they'll pay for Usyk more than Pulev.
They know they want that shit, bruh. Pluck, what up, kinfolk? Pluck in Memphis. Talk to us.
Man, how y'all doing, player?
All good.
Shout out to them time.
Man, let me ask you something, man. Why, like, Charlo, like, he should have jumped on goddamn Harrison when he was doing all that dancing and shit. I'm like, what the fuck this son be doing? Motherfucker, he's looking at him while he dancing. Like, I would have fired on that motherfucker quick, man. I would have fired on his ass. Like, I don't get it. You let that man do this shit 2 or 3 times in the whole fucking fight. Like, man, no, you should have jumped on his ass and knocked his motherfucking ass out. Like they said, man, Jay Wheeler will get in there and fuck him up. And I'm going to ask you something, Ness, and this go for the UK folks and for Troy, mostly. Okay, if America is not the mecca of boxing, why do everybody go after the IBF, the WBA, WBC? Why do you go after them belts? Like, if America wasn't the mecca of boxing, how come nobody don't go after them motherfucking British Commonwealth titles? Don't nobody go over there and get them motherfuckers. So I don't get it. Like, if we ain't shit, then stay your ass over there. Why you gotta get our belt? That's what I can't understand.
But that's why, Plug. That's why. That's what they trying to tell you. They saying y'all ain't shit. Like, I'm just saying what the UK fighters saying. They say y'all ain't shit, so we gonna take our Commonwealth and come over there and take y'all little American titles from y'all.
But how come we can't go over there and get them shits though?
I mean, we just don't respect them shits.
They only defend them over there.
Nah,
you gotta be a UK citizen,
right?
To fight for the British title.
But we don't respect them shits. Like, we don't care about them shits.
Right, but we can't. They only do that over there. Like, they don't. Like, the British title, they can't come over here and defend the motherfuckers or nothing like that there.
Nah, because they had to start their own thing, man. They had to start their own thing.
And why is that? Because we the shit. That's my call. How's your boy, man?
Pluck, you already know. We got Checkmate Boxing.
Oh, Checkmate.
Yo, why you ain't call in? This is your first call since AJ beat fucking Ruiz. You been in hiding. You been in hiding.
Y'all some haters. Let me know, nigga. Are we beefing? Let me motherfucking know right now, nigga. Damn. Listen. First of all, I got to give my motherfucking Ravens a prop. Ravens #1 seed. 13-3.
Yo, checkmate. Hold on. Cause I've been letting this go call at the call. Are you on a Bluetooth?
Okay, 1 second.
I knew it, man.
No.
Every fucking word had a crack in it. It was just
Is it
hard.
better?
I don't know. We're gonna have to hear you. Go ahead.
Hello? Is it better?
Yeah, you ain't no static
Hello?
feedback. Ain't no static feedback. We good. Go for it.
All right, start my time now. All right. Yeah. So first of all, let me tell you something. I have never watched an entire card that was exciting. The entire card. PBC props Fox give my props for all 3 fights that were televised, were entertaining. That was the best full card I have ever seen in my life, to be quite honest, where all 3 fights was action packed. So I really enjoyed that. Also,
in your life?
Tony, yeah. I've never seen a full card. They always throw duds. You never watch a full card where you say all 3 cards gave you that action, gave you that entertainment, gave you that anxiety.
Bruh, but this wasn't meant to be that.
I enjoyed that.
This wasn't meant to be that.
I understand. See, I know it wasn't meant, but that's how it turned out. Okay, and Tony Harrison gained a new fan. I was not a fan with him because I didn't really like how he fought the last fight. So he got all the props in the world for me because now he didn't run the whole time. He came forward. I was frustrated because Charlo don't fight good coming backwards. And I said once he started getting that pressure, he's going to get that KO, and he did it. So both props to both of them. I enjoyed it. I had like a fight night high for like 10, 12 hours talking about it. And so yeah, props to that. And yeah, I love what that Mexican caller said about Julio Cesar Chavez. Yeah, he came in here, you know, he was smart. He's a genius. I love that. I'm going to clip that from your show. I'm going to make a video about that because that homeboy was on point. You know what I mean? But yeah, who
so you ain't gonna give AJ his props then?
Look at you. Can we talk about that another time? Let's talk about this, and I will talk about the AJ thing. But let me give my props right now. You listen. Are we beefing or not? Let me know. Let me know. Are we
I
beefing or
thought he
not?
said the
Because
first
you
time
niggas are always.
he called. You know what I'm saying? He need Crow for picking.
Well, hey,
Ruiz.
glad to know you niggas noticed. But yeah, and listen, and it was karma that came back and bit Eddie, because that fight with Julio should not have gone on, because he was on the run from Vada and Nevada. You know what I mean? So how you let somebody who's on the run from a
He got a
drug test
restraining order
actually
against Nevada
fight?
and Bob Bennett.
That was hilarious.
Somebody got a restraining order against.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Chavez got money. Bennett got money.
Yo, dude was hiding out. Talking about, okay, be back, and then he slipped him. That was like I said, I think it was common. It was a mini riot in Phoenix. You know what I mean? So hey, that's what it did. But like I said, it was a great fight.
Yo, we can't keep letting you live, man. You talked all that shit about AJ. Now he win. You ain't called in since, bro. Like you got to at least talk about it, man. You know, it's so good. It's all good. This is like AA, man. You sit around a circle. It's your turn, man. It's all right. But don't try to hide it, man. We know. We all know. We remember. And my man said the fight wasn't even gonna happen. Remember, Mike? We going out to Steve, the ringer.
What up, Steve? Steve picked Charlo.
Yeah, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, man. Hey, 2 weeks in a row. You guys gotta give me my props. 2 weeks in a row, I nailed it. The Crawford knockout by the round, and I nailed the Charlo knockout by the round. I gotta start betting on this shit to make some money.
Hell yeah. Damn, you called the fucking 11th round knockout?
Yeah, I called 11 and I called the 9th for Crawford.
Fuck, yo. I wonder
Yeah,
what
I know,
that
I gotta,
shit was.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, you know, I called you in the reaction show to the Chavez. I kind of told you my thoughts on you know, Chavez. He just laid out. I thought that was gonna go the distance and Jacobs would get a decision, but we all know that turned into a whack ass fight. And then that's an understatement, right? And then I had Dubois in the third, you know, or I mean the sixth round, and he had it in the third. I don't know. What did you think about Dubois? Did he look that great to you? I don't know. With that opponent, I don't know.
Honestly, he did, man. He got it done in the second. I was mentally like in my own head hard on him because I had bet on the first round, the motherfucker. I thought he was going. This dude ain't deserved the last past the first fucking round.
I played it safe, my nigga. I said 1 through 3.
Yeah, but it was negative money.
It was -2, but I parlayed it. I was just like, I ain't gonna, because that first round was tricky, bro. It was tricky.
I was off, man, by one fucking round.
Yeah, and then the big news was the Spence, right? That's the first time I've ever heard him call out Crawford. So even though I don't think that fight will happen next year, maybe 2021, but you see they still don't recognize the WBO. So for Spence to call him out, that's interesting to me. I think Spence is a different person now, man. After going through what he went through, I don't think he's the same. I'm not saying as a person. I'm not saying as a fighter. We got to see him in the ring, but I think where he kind of had that like image of, you know, kind of being a sad or whatever. I think he's different because I've never heard him call out Crawford like that. But did you notice with J-Rock, when they were talking about J-Rock and Charlo, you noticed they didn't mention the WBO again? Did you notice that on Fox? They were talking about a unification. They didn't put the WBO up there again. Absolutely. And then they were talking like, yeah, see, so, man, that shit, that's whack. So that's what I'm saying. Even though he said, I mean, if they're not going to acknowledge that, we just got to keep talking about them two fighting and maybe it'll happen. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? I missed early part. I'm sure you guys talked about it, but what are your thoughts?
Well, I definitely talked about the Chavez shit a lot, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know how he gets these fights for this amount of money. Crazy. My man had a tune-up in Mexico and came back to Arizona and made all that dough. Crazy.
in the bud, and Spence fight will happen. It just makes money. You know what I'm saying? Make money make sense. I think the fight will eventually get it. Chavez just based off his name, man.
Yeah, I mean, as far as not recognizing the WBO, I'm sure once the fight happens, they'll recognize that motherfucking belt real quick. But let's see. Ryan in the 6.
Six guy.
Yo, what up? What up, Mike? What up, Ness?
What it do?
Yo, man, I think that Harrison and Charlo fight's gonna get some votes for fight of the year. I don't think it's gonna win, but shit, it's gonna get some votes, man. That nigga Harrison, man, he blew, man. He just needs to fight in a 10-rounder, then he'll win. He'll beat everybody in a 10-rounder, no doubt. As far as that Chavez, I can't believe they gave him another fight. That nigga Eddie Hearn got to be so mad. Spent all that money, and he went out there and just quit like that on the stool. Like, man, if he fights again, I'll be surprised. Well, you guys think he's gonna get another fight?
Absolutely.
Oh man. Oh man. Jeez, but that PBC undercard might have been the best undercard of the year. I think it's definitely been the best card for sure. Like, damn. And then we got Gervonta Davis fighting this coming weekend. Like, man, PBC's they're closing out the year better than DAZN, and I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Yeah, they got a strong close with Wilder, Charlo, now
yeah,
Harrison,
bro.
now Gervonta. So yeah.
Jeez, man. And like Eddie's been doing good because he just got Mikey, but flip. PBC applying that pressure still. And
the best thing about it, man, we already got fights scheduled for January. So as soon as we turn to 2020, man, fights popping.
Yeah, the 11th, right? The 11th is the first fight with Top Rank with the Adorno brothers, man. I like those kids.
I think Shields is also on the 11th.
Yeah, that's Atlantic City. It's a lot of shit in January. Danny's in January.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't believe it's like, yo, boxing is alive right now. Like, boxing is in a beautiful place right now, man.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. Like, people keep saying it's dead and UFC's here, but like, fuck all that shit.
Man, I haven't heard that phrase. Boxing is dead in like 5 years. I promise you.
Boxing so alive, they inviting boxers to UFC events to sell.
Oh no, but he's from Canada. That's right. He's from the 6.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, they need to bring.
No, but boxing is dead over there, bro. Yeah, I don't even have
John Baskin about to do a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but they don't even have an amateur circuit back there like that. You know what I mean? Like my boy Huracan. Remember Huracan is from out there. I'm gonna be in Canada in January, man. But
for real?
Yeah, but we going to Calgary though. We going to Calgary.
Oh, that's all right, yo. We legal out here. Weed's legal everywhere, bro.
I know.
You gonna have to come in the 6 in the summer for Caravana though.
Yeah, Jose said I could get all the weed I could smoke for free. He got me.
Hell yeah, bro.
I said, yo, it's on.
I'm out, yo. Keep doing your thing. TBV. Hit the like button, everybody. I'm out.
Ryan, man, thanks for calling in. We going out to Nick in Illinois.
What up, Nick?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for sure. What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Ness?
How are you, brother?
Shit, I'm good. Just working and shit. I just wanted to say that I don't get the fucking hype over Daniel Dubois. I mean, like, dude's ripped, dude's swole, but he's fighting like fucking weaklings. Like right now, I just think he's food to like the top 15. Like they'll just. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's got that power, but past that, I mean, I think he's just food. Yeah, like the whole heavyweight division is just food for Deontay Wilder right now. Like I think Deontay's in his prime, and it's shit. Like the way Deontay's been looking, I think Tyson gets knocked out like the first 6. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
If it get announced, you know what I'm saying? I think Deontay Wilder does end it in a knockout. Tough to say what round, you know what I'm saying? But if it get announced, I got Wilder.
Rock-a-blah, baby.
All right. Well, yeah, and then big ups to Charlo for winning. I think that if he goes up against J-Rock, that's a good-ass dogfight. And Jarrett Hurd should just not even try to come back to junior. He just stay at that middleweight fight there because he's big as fuck. But thank you guys for your time, and I hope you guys have a great night and happy holidays.
Nick, likewise, brother. Enjoy the holidays. Thank you for the kind words. We're going to go out to Rod in the 870. Talk to me.
I'll pick Harrison.
What up, man? I didn't pick no Harrison. Dude, I didn't pick Harrison.
Got you down for Harrison, homie.
You hear me? No, I picked Charlo by knockout.
Tell the truth.
No, I actually did. I didn't believe it.
Mike, you out here trying to set people up?
Hey, man, I got Rod for Harrison. My bad. If you pick Charlo.
Yeah, I definitely picked Charlo because I said Charlo would win by knockout. I said I thought his anger would play to his favor because in the first fight, I felt like he left it open because he wasn't aggressive late. He felt like he had to fight one. But just to start my call and move on with the call, I think it was a good fight. Like I said earlier this morning, Ness, and last night with you, Mike. I just hate that everybody is calling in saying, oh, I had such and such up by 2 rounds, 6 rounds, 7 rounds. I think that's what hurt boxing a lot of times is the fans. We hurt it ourselves because we're not honest. We like one guy, so we give him every close round. We give him every round he land 2 or 3 punches. We have to start looking at fights. Last night when I was watching it, I was like, damn, I said Charlo was putting in work early, but I like the flurry that Harrison had at the end of the round, or I like what he did in the middle of the round. And those rounds are close and toss-up rounds. So when you're watching fights, you have to make sure you keep that in the back of your head so you won't be calling in saying, well, Charlo really lost the fight and it was a good comeback. It wasn't a comeback. He was winning on 2 judges' scorecards. So with him winning on 2 judges' scorecards, he was going to win that fight anyway. He was going to win the fight anyway, regardless if he knocked him out or not. So that's what we have to remember. And then Tony Harrison boxed good, and like everybody's saying, I think J-Rock would be the favorite versus Charlo because he's a great boxer and he's a great puncher and he's a really good puncher. I think he will win that fight. And the Efe knockdown surprised me yesterday. He came in wild and got caught. I don't think that's something that we should judge him on because you could tell he felt good and he felt like he was about to stop the guy and the guy caught him with a slick punch, just throwing it wild. So that was kind of surprising to me yesterday. And I think it was a good fight once again. And I think Charlo body work really impressed the judges because, as I said this morning, Tony Harrison even said, like, man, that motherfucker caught me with some good body shots. So I like the body work also. And Mike, you and I talked about it last night. I definitely think I had Harrison up by 1 round going into the 11th round, but I had a bunch of toss-up rounds because they were close. That's my call, man, and appreciate you guys. And if you out there, man, make sure you support these guys. Make sure you donate. Make sure you super chat, whatever you got to do. These guys are giving us good content. They can't do it for free every day. Thanks.
Thank you for the kind words, my man. You bugging, bro. Bugging. You had Harrison going up 1 round, going into round number 11. Woo.
Ohio runs boxing.
Ohio.
What's up, man? What's up? What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
All good, all good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Yeah. The last couple callers, I don't know if he was just talking about the judging of it, man. It doesn't matter. Charlo did enough. He won, man. He won the fight. You got to give him his credit. But yeah, so, I mean, a lot of people had Harrison up. I had Harrison up, and I think both. It was good. It was a great fight. I think both of them wanted respect from a lot of people, especially Harrison, man, because I'm glad he tried to dog walk him at times. I think he should have mixed it up because he don't have a chin. But I was glad to see him in the pocket. I was telling people that should have been part of the game plan where he mixed it up because let's remember, you're talking a good game, man. Didn't nobody want to see a bicycle, like Triple G He talk about Mexican style, and as soon as Canelo come in there, your ass turned Cuban. Now, you fought good enough, don't get me wrong. Some people felt Triple G still won, and I felt Canelo won, but you turned Cuban. You was talking Mexican, and then you turned Cuban. So I respect Harrison to that extent, man, where he stood in the pocket. But his inside game, to me, Charlo didn't look like in a few rounds, he didn't even look like he knew what he was doing, what he was trying to do. And Harrison knew exactly what he was trying to do. So, but, you know, style make fights. I think my boy Charles Conwell, who coming up in the ranks, he loved that fight, man. We love looking at that. That's going to be something in the making. For people who don't know who Charles Conwell is, he's the Olympian. That's 11-0 right now. They had that little tragedy that happened to him with Patrick Day. But ask J-Rock, Ness, when you get a chance. Ask J-Rock, who sparred with Charles Conwell, how good this man is. But that's my call, guys. I'm out.
Yeah, Charles can fight. We got a super chat coming in from Wawa9302010. Porter versus Crawford needs to happen ASAP. And one coming from Drew. If I'm Pacquiao team, I'll take the Spence fight right now. Okay.
Tank, Commander Zulu.
What up, Zoo? Yeah, he picked Charlo.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, TVV? Y'all ready to eat some crow? Because y'all know y'all both picked Tony Harrison. What's up?
Yeah, man, we already got our crow.
I know, man. I'm jumping in a little late. I'm jumping in a little late, brothers. But look, salute to y'all. Hey, let me say something about the fight. I don't know why anybody was going to pick Tony Harrison looking at the first fight. Just like I said, the only thing different he was going to do was make sure he land. And for the caller that just called was saying something about Charlo didn't look like he knew what he was doing. Yes, he did. He was going. He knew what he was doing. He was going for the knockout. He was not going to box with him. And although Harrison had some moments, it wasn't enough. And that's how you win your championship back. I hope Anthony Joshua was watching that, because when someone defeats you, that's how you want to come back and get your belts back, just the way Charlo did. So salute to him. I think Charlo will knock out J-Rock. It will be a good fight. J-Rock stays in the pocket too much, and we know his chin has been checked as well by the brother. But if J-Rock stays in the pocket like he did with Hurd, we know Hurd is a slower starter. Charlo go get him out there. He'll get him out early. Charlo's not a slow starter. So I see Charlo really reigning in that division. I'm gonna give my critique about Efe Ajagba. Ness, you had me on the Ajagba train till last night. He got a long way to go, brother. And I don't know if his chin can even handle the heavyweight division. I mean, his exchanges, he stay in the pocket too much. He's slow to get out the pocket, and he gets hit. If this guy can hit him as many times, imagine a real puncher hitting Efe Ajagba. I don't know what Ronnie Shields going to do with him. He's going to teach him how to fight a little taller or something. But I thought he would have been a better commodity for the heavyweight division. But to me, looks like he's not what we thought he was. You guys' opinion, that's my call, brothers. Y'all continue to rock steady. Tank Commander Zulu out.
Happy doubt.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. Yeah, I'm not going to write off a Jhack, but it's too soon. Too soon to write him off. Look, Wilder got knocked down early in his career. Tyson Fury got knocked down early. AJ been knocked down. It happens, man. It happens. We got to see how he bounces back. This hopefully gets him on his, P's and Q's, right? Let's get on out to Davidian.
Up Davidian, he picked Jacobs and Charlo.
Yo, Mike, you heard me do my David Diamante right there. I was like, let's get out to Davidian.
Oh man.
Oh my God, what's going on, Ness? What's going on, Mike? Of course I picked Charlo. It was a good fight. That whole Fox card was really dope though. It was cool, I was watching, I was like, man, all these fights are pretty good though. I can't remember some of the names of the other guys, but they were.
All right, Davidian.
Super chat coming in from Matt Garcia. He says, Harrison, the type of guy to trip and fall 10 feet from the finish line in a foot race.
Damn, they coming down hard on my boy. Davidian, we're going to try you back in a bit. Sounds like you're having some issues on the connectivity there. We're going out to E Black in Houston.
Nah, man, Beaumont, Texas, man. But shit, man, I watched that fight. In fact, it was kind of funny, right? The fight started. It was supposed to end at 9, so I had to record it. And then when I came in at like 9:15, it was just in the 4th round, so I didn't get to catch anything before 4. And then I saw the scorecards, and I'm looking at the fight, you know, getting my stuff together. I'm like, oh, the Tony doing the Canelo Triple G Part 2, like coming forward approach. I was like, yeah, looking at effective, and there was a lot of rounds in between, which I was kind of like, you know, Tony would do like maybe a flurry at the end, and maybe still around. It's hard to judge that fight. To me, it was like a 2-round swing between any other of the rounds, and I think the stoppage was cool. I mean, of course, he was against the rope getting pummeled, so you know. But Tony, like, if you really watch Tony when he first started in like Showbox, and he got stopped by, I think, was it Willie Green?
Nelson.
Nelson. And I was like, you know, he just has lapses in his game. Like, he's a beast boxer. You can see the Detroit fighting style in him. I've always been a fan of him, but he just, like, even in his second loss, it was just a lapse. It's just like he has like mental lapses where, and I hate to say what the super chat said, is he is that type of guy where he's winning the race and then he'll trip over his shoelace at the 10-meter mark and you know, fuck up. It's like, you know, but it was a good fight. Charlo really just he's athletic, but he lacks boxing variety. You know, like he doesn't have like a down jab, up jab. He really comes at you the same way. Like, you know, he really uses his youth and explosiveness to really win a lot of his fights. And Tony kind of showed like, okay, this is what a real scoped fighter, like overall fighter, like up jabs, down jabs, you know, body jabs, you know, up 1-1-2. It took him a while to even do the double jab, which Ronnie Shields finally told him to do. You know, so or I'm sorry, Derek James. I was thinking the other way. So, you know, it was a good fight. Other than that, you know, Ajagba, I don't know, man. He is only so long you can look green, you know, and he looks green every fight, like every fight. Like Wilder looks green, but this guy looks like, you know, sparring room green.
Yo, did he just say Wilder looks green?
Got on one, man.
Bruh, I mean, I don't get that, yo. Like, after watching all these heavyweight fights, how don't you respect Wilder more? That's what I'm saying. Ajagba dropped this dude, he just kept getting up. Wilder hit you, you don't get back up. But all right.
Concussed.
But all right. Troy.
What up, Troy?
Uh-huh. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Just
dandy. I actually like what I saw in the how you pronounce brother's name? Efe Ajagba, that's how you say his name? I like what I saw. Yeah. But he's early in his career, and those are character-building fights. So as long as they keep him, if I know Ronnie Shields, because he was a champ back in his day at light heavyweight, I believe, he's going to keep having him fight guys that are slightly better than that, and that'll tell you a whole lot about your fighter. And then once you get back in the gym, you can say, well, you need to work on this, you need to work on that. So, you know, that fight, even though people are saying, well, he got hit, he went down, good. And he got up, and he won. That's how you build character. That's how you build, that tells you who exactly you're working with. You know, you don't wait till later on in your career to find those things out. You find them out early. You know, as far as the Charlo fight, good fight, but like I said earlier, Harrison just thinks too much, and if Charlo fights Hurd, it's going to be a different fight. Charlo has a tendency to hit you and then back up like you're gonna fall as soon as he hits you. Hurd has great eyes. Well, we're not talking about Hurd. I'm talking about the other brother who has the championships. Who's the one who has the belts right now?
J-Rock.
J-Rock, right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he has great eyes. That's how he beat Hurd. Because Hurd is a big counter puncher, and he just countered. He has great eyes. He saw everything he was doing, and he countered him just with more force, and he beat him. With Charlo, if Tony Harris could back him up just by moving towards him, J-Rock is going to stay in his chest. He's going to make him work. And he's there's going to be a totally different fight. It's going to be a great fight. I actually truly hope they do fight, and it's not that it's nonsense with all this other stuff, but I hope they do fight. But have a good day, man. Oh, and my baby girl turned 30 today, man. She turned 30. So congratulations to her. Happy birthday.
Congratulations,
Have
Troy.
a good day.
You too. Yeah. We're going out to Chopper, Philadelphia.
What up, Chopper?
What up? What up, Mike? What up, Ness?
What up?
Yeah, man, I'm so disappointed in that fight. Fucking Tony Harrison was winning that fight, man. Tony Harrison was winning that fight. He got lax. I mean, and one thing I want to say, I think Jermell Charlo can't fight off the back foot. Like, Tony Harrison allowed him in that 11th round, he allowed him to start coming forward. And he fucked up when he allowed him to start going. But when he was pressing him, when he was cutting the ring off and pushing forward and making him, Charlo didn't know what to do. I want to say Philly stand up. J-Rock going to win all the belts. He's going to knock Charlo the fuck out because he can't fight off the back foot. And J-Rock know that. And he got a better chin than Harrison, and he a better boxer all the way around and better puncher. And Charlo is fucking overrated. But Tony should have won that fight.
He should have won the fight. He got knocked out.
Well, yeah, I know he got knocked out. He definitely got knocked out. But I feel as though he was winning that fight, though. He got caught. He was doing too much dancing around. He was smelling himself too much. And he got caught. And once he got caught, it was over with. And I don't know what the fuck they talking about. See what the judges are thinking about. Had Charlo up on 2 scorecards. If he'd have went out like that, would have went to the scorecards, he would have been even more sicker than that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. All right, thanks. That's my call. Yeah.
Oh, we got we got Rodney 870 with Super Chat. Mike had 5 through 3 JC and 2 toss up, 1.5 through 10. What?
All right. We got Pat in Beantown. Trying him one more time. Pat in Beantown.
What up, Pat?
Going once?
Yo, you haven't gone to me yet.
That's what I'm saying. We're trying you again.
You didn't try me yet.
I'm sure we did.
Nah. I've been waiting on the time forever.
Oh, well, you're here now. What's up, Pat?
Nah,
you wasn't paying attention.
Get out of here. I got that fight as fight of the year, to be honest. For me, it beats out my top runners, which was Triple G and Derevchenko, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, in a way, Donaire. That's just a few that were on the top of my list. But last night's fight had everything I could really want in a fight. It had me interested through the entire fight. And, man, I was impressed with Tony Harrison. First of all, let me get my crow. Let me get my crow because I did pick Tony Harrison. I didn't get to call in, but I was talking to people on Skype about it and did pick Tony Harrison. I picked him because I thought he had the better skills, and in the end, skills would kind of out-trump power. or at least Charlo's power. But obviously that didn't end up being true. I had Harrison win it. I had him up 7-3. The fix was already in, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Charlo did what he had to do. He took all Tony's shit talk. He took Tony's best performance, and he still got him. I think he's flawed in many ways, but if you have the power, you have the power, you know. And people acting like him versus J-Rock is a foregone conclusion, I think are crazy. I think J-Rock's skills are better than Tony Harrison, but let's not act like another Charlo didn't already knock him out when J-Rock had won like the first 4 rounds in that fight, you know. So I think I would probably favor J-Rock, but I think that's a hell of a fight. In the Ajagba fight, god damn, he is slow. But I mean, it was a weird sequence that got him knocked down. He doesn't have any amateur experience. I think he's definitely a process. Yeah, they were saying that he had almost zero amateur experience. I thought.
Okay.
That's what at least they said on the thing.
Jumbo with a motherfucking Olympic uniform on.
Oh shit! I mean, that's probably not good then, because he's very, very slow. But great PBC card, and then the fight on DAZN, the Martinez. Congrats to him. He got the belt that he should have gotten from Charlie Edwards. I had seen that fight, and I was a fan from that. And his last performance made me even more of a fan. He was landing heavy punches. After about the 6th round, I started thinking that they should just call the fight, because he was putting a beating on this other guy. This other guy was tough as hell. I think it was Rosales. He was tough as hell, but yeah, Martinez got the job done. He's a super exciting fighter. I know some people don't.
Pat, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Rue in the 504.
What up, Rue? You picked Charlo and Jacobs. Good job.
Not really shocked at the results of the Charlo fight. I thought it would end earlier than the late round, because when he dropped him in the 2nd round, I was like, oh, okay, it's definitely ending early. But Harrison hung in there. As far as the scorecards go, I can definitely understand. I think I had Harrison up by a small margin, but I mean, the knockout kind of sort of negates all of that, so it's really meaningless, on some aspect, but it's still good to discuss that. I mean, it's a part of boxing. I don't think people should get too offended by that. As far as the Chavez-Jacobs fight, I think Chavez is one of these guys like Adrian Broner, where he will continue to get a fight no matter what, and we will always wonder why. I mean, it's obviously the name. It's crazy. That was a complete bedlam scene. I mean, even Eddie Hearn said in an interview he got hit with a bottle. It's just crazy. But I don't know, man. Chavez will get another fight at some point. That's it. But yeah, that's my call.
All right, Rue. Thanks for calling in. Super chat coming in for Ride 870 says, the guy who dropped him 3 times can't fight. Laughing emoji. Crazy.
We got, let's see. New super chat from Ohio Runs Boxing says, Charlo versus Harrison reminds me of
60 seconds.
Froch versus Taylor. And then another one from Hansel, who says, was at the fight and had an up-close view of the action. All of the people around me and myself felt the Charlo needed a KO to win going into the later rounds. I hear you, champ. Well, I want to thank everyone that called in, tuned in, that super chatted. Damn, we got another late edition. Everybody be calling in all late. But yeah, I want to thank everybody that called in and that tuned in. If you're watching this right now, it helps with the visibility of the show by you hitting that thumbs up button. It can take us a step further and possibly
10 seconds.
Get us viewed by some other boxing fans that haven't found the show just yet. So do us a favor, take out the time to go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Share this on your social media. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going out to Jonathan. Talk to me on Skype.
Good evening, TVV. I didn't call in with my picks, but I did have Charlo and Jacobs. But I do deserve Crow for the Baldermere fight because I didn't know about that fight, but going into the fight, I seen he was a blue chip. So I was like, I'm going to pick this dude because he fought in the Olympics. And I was clearly wrong, so I do deserve Crow for that. So let me have that. All right, I'm gonna cook on this Charlo fight. Unlike other callers, I'm not gonna say or introduce it like I thought such and such won. The way I scored the fight, effective aggression, ring generalship, clean punches, and defense goes as follows: Charlo round run, obviously Charlo 2, Harrison 3, Charlo 4, Harrison 5, Charlo 6, Charlo 7, Harrison 8, Harrison 9, Charlo 10, and then the knockdown. And my card versus the judges' scorecard, every round I was on par with at least 2 of the 3 judges except for round 8, where they all gave it to Charlo and I actually gave it to Harrison. Just listening to the show, man, is just kind of funny because it's like everybody's saying what Harrison didn't do versus what Charlo did do. The dude showed multiple levels to his game. Yeah, he was a little wild. Yes, Harrison had his moments because that's boxing. But I think he showed a whole new level to his game, and he looked pretty good. He worked the body. He was patient at times. He was wild at times. He was aggressive. The reason why Harrison stopped coming forward is because Charlo was banging that body. He was pivoting out the corner whenever Harrison would try to bully him into the corner. And I agree that Harrison won the inside game, but I thought Charlo did a lot of things to win that fight. You don't just knock a man out in the 10th round of Harrison's caliber and you can't fight. So this was the second fight, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if Charlo can't box, it should have been a whitewash, especially the second go-around, because that kind of, to me, in the rematch shows the clear winner. I probably sound a lot like Rod from the 870 as far as my take, because I thought what he said and how he elaborated and articulated was perfect, you know what I'm saying? 2 of the 3 championship judges had Charlo winning, and that was for a reason, because the 4 criteria, he brought that majority of those rounds. In regards to Errol, I'm happy to see him back. I do think that interview with the dude was kind of shady, especially with the drive safe, because he don't tell Oscar not to wear pantyhose and shit like that. So that kind of threw me off, and it was funny that they just wanted to show the side of his face that was messed up, which is cool. I mean, that's what people want to see. That's what they thirst for. I'm more of a positive type guy.
Well, Jonathan, man, thanks for calling in. I didn't even correlate that showing the side of the face. I didn't, but I hear you. I definitely do not agree that him saying drive safe is the same as saying anything about Oscar's stockings or whatever you said. But, yeah, I mean, great show. Want to thank everybody that tuned in, everybody that called in, everyone that super chatted, everyone that hit the thumbs up. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't nothing change. 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. West Coast, 8 a.m. Central, 2 p.m. UK. We're gonna have a lot of interviews. We got Edgar Balanga scheduled. We got Costio Clayton scheduled. Just so many, man. I just got to stay on top. We got Ed Levine again from IBO scheduled. So you guys could definitely remind us in the chats, man. 9:30 and 10 o'clock is the times that I give all the guests So, you be like, Ness, you sure you ain't got no interview today for 9:30? And me and Mike will see that in the chat and definitely make sure we get it done. I want to get Franchon Cruz on. DAZN, she's, man, we haven't even spoken about this yet, and it's crazy, honestly. I think I did, I don't know, I showed my girl. Franchon is in the fight, okay? She's in a real fight. And, bro, I hope they're doing drug testing. That's gonna be an interesting fight on Golden Boy. That's gonna be the undercard of Jaime, I think. That's you guys got to tune into that. It's crazy. Check out her opponents. Her name is Alejandra La Tigre or something like that. Alejandra something, I don't know, but Franchon tagged her. If you go to Franchon's Instagram, you can check it out. She tagged her. And you will see why I'm worried.
Real quick, we got a couple of super chats coming in from Jazz 11. Happy Xmas. And right back at you, you know what I'm saying? Hansel Banks says, was good to see Spence Jr. and the other PBC fighters at this site. Had Harrison up 8-2 going into round 11. Was going to get Rod bad if he went to the full 12. And DBX UK says, good night. See you guys tomorrow. Follow me on IG, man, Gross1911, or on Twitter at Gross2312. You can follow me on YouTube at Mike on Sports. And, yeah, man, great weekend of fights, man, from Friday night to Saturday night, man. Very, very action-packed. Martinez and Rosales, very good fight. Love what the crowd did in Phoenix, Arizona, you know what I'm saying? If you're not satisfied and you do not feel like you got your money worth, you know what I'm saying? Hey, a couple of beers never hurt nobody. The PBC card was incredible. You know what I'm saying? Very action-packed from start to finish. Daniel Dubois with another highlight reel knockout. Really stressed that guy, Fujimoto, over the whatever. But, yeah, man, good weekend of fight. See y'all in the morning.
Rodden A70 said, great call. Earned you guys another super chat. Well, we appreciate that. Morning time for the morning show. Peace out.
Peace.